Harper the rebound. They get it to Wemby. Back to Harper. 3 seconds left. Now with 2. Champagny moves to his left. Fires a 3 at the buzzer. It's off the front rim. No good. The ball game is over. The Timberwolves have stolen game 1 in San Antonio. 104-102.
How about that? I think we're on the air. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh.
Are you? Can you not hear yourself?
Check.
Yeah, you're on. There? I don't know. You're on.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's just me and you.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't matter. The radio show is the least important part of the entire thing. It doesn't matter. As long as everybody's happy where they're at, doing what they're doing, everybody's good, it doesn't matter. The radio show is the last thing on anybody's mind. It doesn't matter.
The Wolves almost blew the game there at the end. But
that's a terrible way to look at it. They won it.
They almost blew it. But, man, Ant was great. 104-102, the Wolves hold on and win. Game 1 against Wemby's monster triple-double. And his 12 blocks. Felt like 40.
Yeah. Is there?
Freak.
Does he have a weak spot? Is there something he can't do? I mean,
not really.
He's a freak. He's a freak. And somehow they still won game 1. How about that, man?
And we don't even have Io back yet. We can do this.
I know. We don't have Io.
Nope.
We don't have Io. But we had Anto.
They've played 4 times this year with the regular season and the postseason, and the Wolves are 3-1 against San Antonio. We can do this.
That is correct.
Growing optimism with the Wolves. We got to get the optimism back on track tonight in Denver. It's not over yet.
It's not. We go live to Max, who is in San Antonio with. Oh, wait. No, he's not. We don't have anybody in San Antonio with the Wolves.
No.
What the hell is going on? Ant was big, though.
I know for a fact, just me being out there, it calms everybody down. Not saying like there's any pressure on any of my teammates, but it takes pressure off of everybody just knowing that I'm out there, I'm available to play, doing what I do best, just trying to put the ball in the hoop.
How about that?
Yep, looked absolutely normal. He had that one shot where he landed a little bit awkward and then hobbled for about, 3 seconds.
That's right.
By the time he got to midcourt, he looked like he was running pretty normally again. So there was one kind of scary moment. Otherwise, he looked pretty normal.
It's crazy.
Dominant.
I thought they were giving us the old feint. I didn't think there was any chance he was going to play last night. I thought they were just saying he was an option just to make him worry. And there he was, man.
Yeah, we saw the line move throughout the day if you were watching the old betting markets. Again, we talked about it yesterday morning that even though he was cleared to play, the line still was at 13.5.
Right.
Hadn't moved, which means I think a lot of sharks were like, I don't think he's playing. And then, halfway through the day, they're like, he's going to go tonight.
Did it start to move then?
And then it was like 9.5. I don't know what it closed at, but it moved 4 or 5 points. We don't need points. We just win flat out. Take them on the money line, 104-102.
Yeah. How about
Piece of cake.
Yeah. That's the first time I've ever watched a game that Wemby ever played basketball in.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie to you. I know we played him before, and I probably should. But, when I found out it was just you and I today, I was like, I better have something to talk to Corey about till Marnie gets here. And or as we call her,
Big Citrus.
Yeah, Big Citrus will be here about 7.
Yeah, she'll be here about 7. And so I was watching him. I'm like, well, how are we supposed to beat that guy? That's like me playing against kindergartner. Well, it's not good. It's like Parker playing against me.
Yes.
That's what it's like. I don't know how to cover Parker. He's 9 feet tall. And he was having it looked like he was having trouble on the perimeter.
Wemby?
Yeah.
Defending or
outside,
shooting?
Just shooting.
Yeah,
from
he didn't
the
have a great shooting night.
That's what I'm saying.
And the dude can shoot, which is why he's a unicorn.
He's a unicorn.
Did you see the block? I forget who it was on. Was it on Rudy? There was a block that Wemby had.
I saw like 10 blocks.
Yeah, well, again, it felt like 40.
Yeah.
And they showed the replay on NBC, and it was Wemby pretended for a second that he wasn't paying attention and then quickly got, a half a step backwards and swatted it. And in slow motion, you're like, oh, my God, that's exactly what he did. He literally was playing possum, like, go ahead, and then, boom, swats it.
Wham.
And is it Jamal Crawford? I forget who was on the call last night. And he compared it to, that is exactly what you do like in middle school. Tall kids would always do that. Pretend for a second that they had their back to you.
Right.
And you're like, oh, cool, I'm getting a layup. And then just swat the hell out of your shot.
Yeah.
And as a guy that was a very small, scrawny, terrible point guard, I'm like, I'm going to get to score. And then my buddies would just kick it into the, upper deck, just bat it away.
Yeah. That was the kind of
You
thing
can
that
toy with
happened.
people.
That was the kind of thing that happened when I played basketball against my big brother. He was 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
And then he would punch me if I actually made a shot, which I don't think Wemby did.
No, Wemby doesn't
punch.
punch.
Anybody. I don't think he did. It is cool, though. You could almost see the look on Rudy's face like, all right, yeah, good job.
Yep.
You could tell like he's there, they were teammates, right? All that jazz in France and stuff. And he's like a mentor to him and all that jazz, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they've ever been teammates.
Is that not right?
I mean, they're definitely, a mentor-mentee kind of a thing.
Right. But you can kind of
Were
look
they
at
both
his
on
face.
the so on the French national team a couple years ago, there was what?
They're
Gobert.
French.
There was Gobert, there was Sea Smoke, there was Vagar,
Right, I don't
there was
remember.
Valerian,
Right.
Sunfire. I don't remember if Wemby was on that team.
Goberio.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's the look on his face is like, yeah, I don't know. I know. What am I supposed to do? He's
Yep.
taller than me, and I'm always the tallest guy.
Rudy's having a fantastic
He really
postseason.
is.
Last night though he was one of those. It was one of those offensively frustrating games where Rudy all of a sudden can't catch. He gets the ball 10 feet from the basket and thinks he's Chris Paul. That's really frustrating. He should really only dunk.
Yeah.
And he should definitely not shoot free throws. Remember when you and I had that free throw bet?
Yes, I do.
It was how many out of 50 I think you could make, and I don't remember what the over-under was.
14, maybe?
Yeah, it was something like that. And you beat it by a couple, right?
Yeah,
You
I
won
did.
the bet.
Yep.
I know if I tried to shoot free throws in front of a crowd that big and they were screaming at me and I knew there were millions of people watching at home, obviously I would have to get used to that pressure because that pressure would be very difficult.
Of course. Yeah.
But I truly think if you gave me a couple of years, he's so terrible at free throws. That's the one thing I could definitely be eventually better than Rudy Gobert at because I can't do anything else as good as him.
No.
Maybe dribble. He's
Right.
not a very good dribbler.
And maybe drive.
Yeah, but I mean, you mean drive a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe like
But man, his free throws are just he almost airballed about 15 last night. He was 1 of 5 from the foul line, and I'm surprised any of them even hit the rim.
I bet he has a hard time picking dimes up off the ground.
Yeah, he seems pretty flexible. He's not Wemby flexible.
Yeah, but they're little and he's big.
Man,
Yeah.
Wemby's a freak.
Wemby's a freak, man.
But we had his number last night. He was 0 of 8 from 3.
You know what I found interesting is everybody kept saying the only chance we had to beat them was our experience. And from what I read this morning, that's how we beat them.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, outside of Terrence Shannon, who doesn't have a lot of experience, everybody else, Ant, Randall, McDaniels, the experience of Mike Conley, the steady hand of Mike Conley,
Right.
who was big last night. I think we can do it.
T. Shannon, by the way.
We don't feel nobody, so we're gonna treat him like a regular player. Obviously, he's a freak of nature, but when he does help down, we got to kick it to the corner, find the people who are open. But it's just an adjustment we got to make. That's all.
I like the concept that they don't fear anybody. I like that.
That would be good.
Yeah.
If we don't have Terrence Shannon playing well, though, we essentially have no bench.
Yeah.
Because Nas was a little frustrating last night as well. He had 12 points, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of people regretting Nas Reed tattoos. We need a lot more out of Nas if we're going to make a true championship run here.
People got Nas Reed tattoos?
Oh, tons of them.
Well, you know what they could do? They could change them into Nazareth tattoos.
The band?
Now y'all messing with a son of a bitch. Yeah.
I think that'd be going backwards, both in time and in
I'm just
terms
giving
of
them
quality.
options.
I don't know. Terrence Shannon, man, what a force he was
attacks
last
the
night.
basket.
He sure does. See,
He
you did
attacks
watch
it.
the game.
I told you I did.
Yeah, he attacks the basket. He's full speed.
I do what's good for the show, Corey.
Yeah, watching basketball.
That's right.
Did you stay up until the end?
Yeah, of course.
So did I. I was on the brink of regretting that.
I was regretting it the whole
I
time.
was tired as hell.
It was and it was like if somebody said, you know what, Cor, tomorrow we're gonna do a big breakdown on the Daytona 500. You gotta watch that whole sumbitch because there ain't nobody else that's gonna be there. It's just you and Corey, or you and Hockey,
Yep.
and you need somebody to talk to about the Daytona 500. You should watch it, and you would watch it, but you wouldn't enjoy
I
it.
think I would have gone to bed and then got up 20 minutes earlier just to watch as many highlights as possible. So I still could have talked
Yeah,
fake knowledgeable
Right.
about it.
right. Which is what I've been doing,
Right.
honestly.
Yeah, I would have tried.
I like Alan Horton.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's
dude
the best
ever.
in the world. I listened to his highlights when I got here, and he's good at what he do.
Yep, like that guy.
I like him a lot. I like when Anthony Edwards is talking trash on people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, Chris, that think that Victor Wembanyama is essentially the best player on the planet or on the brink of being the best player on the planet.
Sure,
but last
sure.
night, Ant looked like the best player in the game. I mean, outside of the 12 blocks, which, again, we're dominant. It's an NBA postseason record. It's a weird triple-double for Wemby, but it didn't look like the Spurs could do anything to stop Ant when he really wanted to go.
Listen to this. This is listen to the last line of Finchie here. I think this is the one.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, it was, by that time, found a little bit of a rhythm. I thought Julius was really good, just really subtly good with everything he was doing off ball, and obviously when he had the ball in his hands. But Ant was awesome. He was really good. I mean, forgot how good he was, actually.
How about that? I forgot how good he was, actually. That's pretty funny, man.
And again, that's what sucks about DiVincenzo being out and Io out right now, and even Ant out for a couple of games, and we thought it was going to be longer. Is like I think they were right. We made fun of them all year about the playoff Wolves, that the Wolves just thought they were going to flip the switch and get it going. We're like, yeah, but this regular season's super frustrating. It seems like you're not taking it seriously. You're being lazy. Just why can't you play better? And I don't know, man. Jaden's on another level. Ant's on another level right now. Rudy's having a great postseason.
All you got to do is make the playoffs,
I
right?
guess all you got to do is make
do.
the playoffs and then flip the switch. I don't know.
That home court advantage is only one game.
Yeah, no, we stole it back.
Right, and now we stole it back.
Yep. So, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, anything's possible, Corey. Anything's possible. If we were to find a way, and suddenly I'm a member of the team, if we were to find a way to beat San Antonio, is it your thoughts that our next round opponent wouldn't be anywhere near as good as San Antonio?
Nope, it would be even more difficult. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, that ain't right.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, although I do believe the NBA champion will come out of that next matchup. I think whoever wins the Western Conference Finals is winning the NBA title. So I feel a little bit like the NHL playoffs, because you could argue that the winner of the whole tournament is going to come out of this series. The Wild,
I agree.
Oh, thanks.
The
Tom.
Wild and the Avs.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this one is the front runner to win the whole thing, potentially.
Well, there you go. That sucks. But you can't win them all until you win that first one, and we won the first one last night.
That is correct.
It was a big
1-0
win. What a game.
for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Basketball. It's what for dinner.
Yep. And if you throw a basketball up on a roof, it won't get stuck in your gutters. If you have gutter helmet and gutter helmet MN.
And I'm wondering, when he leaves his home, will he be taking his gutter helmets with him?
It's a good point. Sauce isn't here today because he's moving.
He's moving.
Which, he doesn't move physically.
Right.
And he's not doing the physical move today, which means he's probably on like a throne just going, move that there.
That's what he
does.
does.
Put that here.
That makes sense.
I mean, I don't think he's doing anything, especially not at 5:44 in the morning.
I can't imagine that he's doing anything.
Anything.
Right.
All day.
It's sort of like Rosie back in the day. He had a dentist appointment at 3 in the afternoon, so he couldn't be on with us in the morning.
Right. There's no way they're moving now. It's
There's no
5:44 in
chance.
the morning.
He could have been here for the first hour and a half at the very least, and then gone and done nothing.
And saved a vacation day. I mean, honestly,
saved a vacation
it's a
day.
smart play just to say, hey, I can only do it until 7:30.
That's right,
Then
till Marty gets here.
I got to be there at 8 for the
Right.
movers. We'd say, great.
Right.
This way, he wasted a vacation day, and he's not doing anything.
Right. He should have found a way to talk Abbott into letting him not take a vacation day. He should have said, send me to San Antonio, and I'll cover the Timberwolves, and then stayed at home because nobody would know if he was actually at the game last night or not.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? There's ways to work the system.
Hey, Marnie will be here, though.
She will be here
at
at
7. No John Bonus today. He's in Philadelphia.
He's running a 10-miler or
I
something.
believe that is correct. I think he said he's running
Unreal.
a 10-miler.
That man, he runs and runs.
It's 10 more miles than I want to run.
He runs and runs.
Man, big win for the Wolves. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Ready to upgrade to the perfect sleep
second round. The playoffs play on FM 100.3 KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul. The Fan.
And welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are at 5:49. So yesterday when we were on the show, Corey, we talked about that plane hitting that semi-truck in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I've seen the video.
Yeah.
I had not heard of it when you guys mentioned it, and then I watched the video, and that's the most terrifying thing. We've talked about that in the past. Like, if you are on a plane that's going down, you have a couple of seconds, maybe a minute, depending on how long the crash takes, to think about, well, this is it. That guy driving the truck is just driving along, right?
Unreal.
Zero idea, because why would you think that? Even though you're driving right by an airport, why would you think I'm about to get hit by a plane? You don't see the plane about to clip the top of your car or whatever. So he's just driving along. That video is haunting because he's just like, hey, having a great day?
Yeah.
Almost dead without even knowing what hit him. And he would have been dead and never had a chance to process what's happening. It's just over before you even know it, but luckily survived.
No clue. And the crazy thing is he probably drives, because he was working, he probably drives that route twice a day at least every day, right? Listen to the sound of it, though. Just at the last second, you hear that plane.
Yeah.
And again, even though he hears the plane, he probably didn't think it's going to hit me. He probably hears the plane go overhead all the time.
And probably, again, by the time he realizes what the sound is, it's too late.
Yeah.
And he might not even have processed it by the time it hit. Right. Maybe, what the hell is that? Boom.
Right.
Might be dead.
That's the whole thing about, like, when people talk about, and, you get what I'm saying, like ghosts who don't leave the place they're at because they don't know they're dead. Like, like you just said a moment ago, he was alive, and then he could have been dead and never even known why he died.
Never known.
Unplugged him, Bam, he's gone. My gosh, man.
Yeah, how did nobody die?
Crazy. I don't know. Would you rather have moments to get yourself all set up, or would you rather just be gone? That is the question.
You could argue it either way.
Yeah. I guess it depends on your thoughts on the afterlife, right? Or lack thereof.
Sure.
Ooh, Lodi.
Yeah, that's heavy.
That's heavy, man. That's what we talk about on the Power Trip Morning Show on the day after this happens.
Harper the rebound. They get it to Wemby. Back to Harper. 3 seconds left. Now with 2. Champagny moves to his left. Fires a 3 at the buzzer. It's off the front rim. No good. The ball game is over. The Timberwolves have stolen game 1 in San Antonio. 104-102.
That's why they call it a game of inches.
Yeah, that was close. And again, we had a relatively big lead late and almost pissed it away. But luckily that shot didn't drop and they win by 2. Yeah. But again, Wemby, a triple-double, 11 points. We'll take that.
Yes.
15 boards and 12 blocks. That was an NBA postseason record, 12 blocks. Just the third playoff triple-double in NBA history that included blocks.
Wow.
We'll take it. Game 2, Wednesday in San Antonio.
When you have a star the size of Ant, and I don't mean physically, I mean, he's maybe the best player in the league, right? Although I don't know how you say Wembanyama's not after watching him last night. Again, I don't understand how anybody's going to beat him. But anyway, when you have a star, especially in basketball like Ant, you kind of let him weigh in a lot on the decision about whether or not he's going to play, right? I mean, if he feels like he can go, and then when he does go, you have to clear it with him whether or not you're going to put him on a pitch count, right? Because I didn't think about it until I heard Finch say this morning when I was loading the audio in.
We talked yesterday that if he was able to go, he was going to come off the bench, and if that was fine with him, which it absolutely was. We communicated exactly how we were going to use him, and he was all in. He did a really good job of not pushing and forcing things, even though he knew he was on a minutes restrictions. I thought he did a really good job of just staying in the flow.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is, we'll take it, because he had 18 points in 25 minutes. And there was once for sure that they showed on TV, but maybe it happened more quietly or privately, but There was one time where it looked like Finch was going to take him out, and Ant yelled at the bench, like, I'm good. I promise you I'm good. I'm good. Like, don't take me out.
Right.
And they broke that down, and they showed that film that he was kind of waving it off. Like, I'm not ready to come out. I mean, if you can play like that for 25 minutes in game one, now you have another day of rest.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets healthier and healthier as this series goes on. I think the Spurs have to be terrified that he's back.
What about
already?
Ayo? Do we know when he's back?
I do not know. It's still calf soreness taking him out of the series so far. So I don't know.
Don't you hate that? I mean, I get it. Like, your body's your body. And somebody, was it Barrero yesterday, was talking about the difference between having a contract and not having a contract, or something. Like if you know you're solid with your team, you're more likely to come back and not. But if you're
risk it,
you don't want to risk it if you don't have a solid contract.
You could argue it both ways, though, too, right? Because Ayo in that last series when he had 43 or whatever it was, and it was just a revelation, you'd say, well, if you're a free agent, don't you want to do that as often as possible this postseason? So the amount of money you get is astronomical. You don't want to leave any doubt. So I would say, he probably is not tanking this just to protect his career.
For sure.
You got to get your name out there and make sure you get an absolute bag here this summer. And he's going to, but and hopefully from the Wolves. I hope they don't lose Ayo this summer.
The other side of that, though, obviously, is if you don't feel like you're going to go out and play a good game and you just put in 40 and now you're going to come out on one wheel and look like hell, maybe you don't want to damage yourself and damage your body any further. I don't know.
So they keep talking about Joel Eriksson Ek in the Wild series that he's really, really hurt. And it's not a small injury, but as they like to say in the hockey world, because it's the Cup, he might try to find a way to force his way back onto the ice and give it a shot and give it a go and just play through the pain, whatever pain he's dealing with.
Yeah.
I know people like to think that basketball players are all super soft because they make 40 or 50 or 60 million, some of the guys at the top. But I do think once they get to the postseason, they care about legacy. They care about rings. Like I think Ant cares.
Yeah.
Otherwise he would have waited till game 3 or 4.
Sure.
And if they're down 0-3 to the Spurs, he would have been like, I'm not feeling it, right?
Right.
That's not the case. He did everything he could to get back for game 1. Some of these guys give a crap, which is great.
Zach is in Colorado. He actually has audio of Eriksson getting out of bed this morning.
He's going to fight through that,
Doesn't sound good. Doesn't look good.
He's going to fight through that. Again, I'm so pumped for a 7 o'clock game tonight because last night sucked. It's awesome that we won. But tip-off was what, 8? I don't even remember. 8:40, 8:50?
Yeah, at least 8:40.
I kept looking at the clock in the fourth quarter. I'm like, if we blow this game and I stayed up the whole time, I'm going to be so mad.
Yeah.
Why can't we have nice things?
Why can't we have normal game times?
I don't know. Zach, good job getting the audio from Eriksson Ek's bedroom. I don't know how you got that access, but that's why you're the man on the scene.
I mean, you just go to the front desk and they'll, you're convincing enough, they'll give you keys to anybody's room.
That doesn't seem fair.
Do they use aliases or do they just use their normal names? Do you remember what room Joel Eriksson Ek technically was staying in?
Right.
What his name was?
Was he under Jennifer Beadle?
It was Ewell Jerickson Jack. That's what his alias was.
That's just not a good enough.
I don't think anyone's going to fall for that.
I don't think so. Although there are a lot of Ewells out there. It is Colorado, after all.
Or if Sauce would go to the desk there in Denver, he'd be like, last name Eck. And they'd go, we don't have anybody under that name. No, his last name's Eck. Joel Eck.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. No, Joel Eck's not staying here.
He's not.
We don't have anyone under that name.
Come on, just tell me. I know he's here.
Front Page Sports in a second. Zach is in Denver. Again, game 2 tonight, Wild and Avs. 7 o'clock right here on The Fan. It's the only game in the NHL tonight, I believe.
How about that?
Yeah, prime time for the Wild tonight. Front Page Sports after this on The Fan.
The Fan. Your one stop for advertising?
cooling? Deans does cooling. The website is calldeans.com.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Fan forecast.
Increasing clouds today, a high of 54.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
From the Bell Bank family and employee-owned studios, this is FM 100.3 KFAN The Fan.
Playoff basketball is heating up, and Carboni's Pizzeria wants to feel your Game 2 watch party. Wednesday night, stop by one of the 30-plus locations, score delicious pizza, and get ready for the playoff grind. Order pizza today at Carboni'sPizza.com.
I do love Carboni's. I think that's the reason I like football season so much, because I get all the Carboni's on the weekends. I didn't think about that. Maybe I don't even really like football.
Maybe not.
I don't know. I love sports, though. Enough to watch a basketball game last night in its entirety.
Yeah, that's dedication.
That is dedication.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. Buy 3 monsters for just $8 for a limited time, and you can mix and match any flavors you want. Zero Ultra, the juice flavors, the regular ones. Yeah, hang on, what's this bit?
You like the juice.
I like the Zero Ultra, but if you like the juice, you can get that.
You want more juice?
I mean, I don't. I want the Zero Ultra one. But if you want the juice ones, okay, then go get the juice ones.
Right.
3 for $8. Monster Energy at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
There's so many flavors.
Yeah, which
there
is
really
great.
are. Yeah.
The Wolves win Game 1 against the San Antonio Spurs, 104-102. The Wolves up 1-0 in the Western Conference semifinals. Ant 18 points off the bench in just 25 minutes. Wolves had a what? Was it like 8 or 9? Conley hit that 3, and I forget if they went up 8 or 9, but about 4 minutes ago, they were pulling away and looked like they had it locked up. And then the Spurs came kind of charging back. A couple of late buckets. The dunk by Wemby that cut it close, but the Spurs miss a 3 at the buzzer that would have won it, and instead the Wolves hold on and win 104-102.
Truly unbelievable.
Unbelievable. No IO yet, but again, Ant returned. That was the good news. We thought maybe Game 3 or 4 at the best, at the earliest, but back for Game 1. Just a couple minutes into the game. So again, didn't start, came off the bench, but scored 18 points. Game 2 Wednesday in San Antonio.
Do you think they can watch the quote-unquote film of last night and say, this is what we did wrong, and was it just overwhelming to them? I mean,
you're saying the Spurs or the Wolves?
Yeah, the Spurs, because talent-wise, did we outkick our coverage last night? Or are we good enough to beat them?
No, we're good enough to beat them, but because they're very young. They're super good. Wemby's young, but obviously a freak.
Mm-hmm.
Castle's very young, unbelievably good. Vassell. They have Keldon Johnson. They have a lot of youth. Dylan Harper, very, very young. They're just so talented. I mean, this team's going to be a problem for the next 5 to 10 years. But maybe, and this is what we said before, this isn't even about last night. This is what we said before the series started. If you want to bank anything, it's that the Wolves have been there and done that. They've been there twice to the Western Conference Finals in the last 2 years. And San Antonio, this is the old cliche in sports, they are just ahead of schedule. Right? And nobody saw this coming, except for my dad.
Yeah.
Right? Week 1 of the NBA season, my dad says, the Spurs are ready.
Crazy.
I'm like, Dad, they're 35-1. What are you talking about? He goes, are you watching this team? I'm like, no. It's the first week of the NBA season. He's like, I'm telling you. So he got him at 35-1, and the next day I'm like, I'm not going to let you sweat this by yourself. So I got the Spurs at 30-1. So financially, I would love the Spurs to win the NBA title.
Yeah.
But this is a free roll for me and for Pops, right? Because, look, if the Wolves win, cool, we're in the Final Four. If not, then the Spurs are, I would think, 4 games away from winning us money because they just got to get past the Thunder.
Incredible.
They're ready, though.
Jaden McDaniels. This is what he says about Wemby. You just got to act like he's not there. He's going to get blocks. He's the tallest person in the world.
Not far from the truth. There were so many layups in the first quarter that I think Shannon and others just assumed, this is wide open.
Yeah.
And then Wemby comes from about the foul line in about 0.2 seconds and still swats it. So you could tell the Wolves were terrified.
Yeah.
And the broadcast pointed this out, and they're 100% correct. The second that Wemby sits on the bench, and he didn't sit on the bench much, he played 40 minutes, they went right to the rack.
Right.
They're like, hey, we can actually get layups now because the freak's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the tallest man in the world.
He's the tallest man in the world.
You know, I was afraid that Edwards, inbound pass on the turnover, that was going to be the difference maker in the game.
Yeah.
And that was going to cost him. Because I was like, you don't see that kind of thing happen very much in professional basketball.
No. How about, speaking of turnovers, somebody, I think Creasel retweeted this. You see, Terrence Shannon played 35 minutes, 0 turnovers. And I think they said between game 6 of the last series and this, 0 turnovers, which again, for a young kid playing that many minutes, we're asking him to score a lot of points and be the offensive force that we saw last night. 0 turnovers. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't just completely derped it out of bounds like 6 times, but he hasn't.
Well,
that's super controlled.
You put that hex on him.
No, I don't think so.
Hexes work.
God. If that's the case, there'd be a lot of people that don't work here anymore.
The truth. Hey,
man,
how many people still work here? 4?
About 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
See what you did to Muss? The hexes don't know if you're just kidding.
I did that hex in private. I didn't think it was going to work. Game 2 of the Wild and Avs, Zachary, live from Denver tonight, is 7 o'clock right here on The Fan. Colorado leads 1-0 after that 9-6 game 1. It is the only game in the NHL tonight. Colorado 5-0 so far this postseason. The Wild are 4-3, but we can bounce back. And then again, after tonight, a long, lengthy layoff. No game until Saturday, Game 3 in St. Paul at 8 o'clock, Zach.
Yeah, we talked to Hines, Tarasenko, and Kirill yesterday, and all had kind of similar sentiments where there were mistakes that were made in Game 1 that, that's the bad news. The good news is the mistakes were very fixable. And I think, having another day to get ready and to watch some more film, which is what they did yesterday, will help them wonders. You think about you played the same team 6 straight times, and then now a couple days later you got to adjust to the speed of the Colorado Avalanche. It's going to take you a bit, but I think after, like I said, after some film, it will be a little bit an easier start to Game 2 than it was for Game 1. Hines would not commit to any lineup changes, including the goaltending position. So I still think it's overwhelmingly likely that Volstead will start, but Hines would not commit to saying that yesterday. So maybe we'll find out more after morning skate today. But regardless, setting up to be a pretty entertaining Game 2. Hopefully a little bit more normal hockey game today compared to what we saw here on Sunday night.
Hines on, sorry, Wally.
I'm not worried about Wally. He's got a great track record. He's played really well. He's got playoff experience. He's got positive playoff experience. But I think in general, as we've talked about throughout these playoffs, that it's next game. You take the lessons out of it. Everyone has to reboot. We all have to be better. And we're planning on doing that tomorrow.
So I heard Russo last night with Barrero, and he made a couple of points that I hadn't thought of because, again, I'm not a hockey guy, so I'm just going to have to rely on other people that know what they're talking about because I don't. But he mentioned, if you were going to truly start Gus in Game 2, then you probably should have pulled Wallstead at some point in Game 1 just to get Gus on the ice because it's been 3 freaking weeks since he's played. And that was kind of the other point is even if you're like, all right, we watched the film, Wallstead was terrible. Right? I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying if you watch the film and look and go, geez, this is just bad, we got to go to Gus. It's been 3 weeks since he's played. That's really tough to put somebody in there after 3 weeks. So I think you kind of hinted at it yesterday, Zach, that unless it's just an absolute nightmare tonight, and then you would get the break to get Gus ready for Saturday, unless it's an absolute nightmare, you're kind of just stuck with Wallstead until it just absolutely bottoms out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's going to be, I'm sure, a shorter leash, I guess, if you want to say that. I think he'll be a little bit more trigger happy on pulling him tonight if he is giving up those goals that Kadri was talking about the other day. I don't know if they'll where the red fern grows him, but they'll probably do. They'll probably just put him on the bench. Yeah. But I think it'll be.
That's a weird way to put that.
Yeah, I don't know why I went to that one, but that book scarred me for life, I think.
How many books did we read in school growing up where the dog either gets shot or dies?
All of them.
Every one of
It
them.
seemed like every book had a dog death.
Yeah. Sometimes I thought like they had us read The Old Man and the Sea, and they just threw a dead dog in there at some point in the version I read just to have it there. I don't know why.
Right. Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
30 dead
There shouldn't have
dogs.
been a dog in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Animal Farm.
31
Right.
now.
Yeah.
Napoleon just killed dogs.
We watched the two people who fall in love and then take each other out. What's that show called?
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, we watched that, and the version I had a dog dying.
Yeah, they poisoned the dog
poisoned the dog
first
as
and
well.
then
I
killed
don't know
themselves.
why they have to do it. They didn't
Dog
have guns back
dies
then.
Of Mice and Men, isn't like that's.
Yeah, Lenny just chokes the dog to
Yeah,
death.
chokes it right
It's
out.
like, why?
Yeah, yeah, 12 Men in the Jury Box or whatever the hell that show's called. They killed dogs.
Right.
That's what the trial was about.
I believe the original title was just The Normal Gatsby until he was great at choking dogs.
Hey, it was what he was best at. He
F.
ran that
Scott
dog over with the
Fitzgerald
car
loved
and then
that.
crashed it. The most important question for you, Zach, is how was the reporter dinner at the steakhouse last night?
I didn't get the invite, unfortunately.
Oh.
I
Wait
got
a
an
minute.
invite
What?
to another dinner, but I looked at the menu and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to. I got to get more tips from you, Corey, on how like you approach these like fancy dinner places, because I'm pretty sure I probably could have gone and just eaten some chips or something, but
There's always bread.
Yeah, you get bread
There's
and then
always
you.
bread.
Once you're 21 and you're what 31?
Drink it up.
31. Yeah, you just drink, and then you do what every childish eater does after a fancy dinner or meal. You just have some kind of Raising Cane's Uber Eated to your hotel room, man. You just DoorDash it.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, they're too far away though. Here, is it gonna be a 55-minute wait for a DoorDash from Cane's last night? I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. So
Of course you do.
There's always bread.
Yeah, there's
Doesn't
always
matter.
bread at
That's all we
fancy
got.
restaurants.
Bread and butter. That's it.
So wait, there was a true reporter
Russo took all the reporters to a giant steakhouse last night.
All
He
the
talked about it at
reporters
the
for
end of
both
Barrera.
teams?
I guess all of the reporter people. Everybody was in town
Interesting.
for reporting. He took everybody. They all went to some fancy steakhouse.
on the athletics tab or his
Probably.
tab.
I would guess on the
probably
guess
Eric Johnson's tab, I think, because he
the guitar player who did Cliffs of Dover.
Some like yes, exactly. Yeah, I heard Russo inviting all the reporters. I'm like, I just felt like I was back in middle school again. Like, I'm here. I like
Isn't Eric
steak.
Johnson Jessica Simpson's former husband too? Wasn't that his name?
Yeah, he get around.
I'm gonna go ahead and Google it and see if I'm
the
right.
same
But I
guy.
thought it was something like that. Jessica Simpson. I'm not gonna be mad at myself for Googling her anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know why I care, but now it's too late. Now I have to look it up.
I mean, that's the first
It
thing
was
I-
Eric Johnson. Yeah, married
agree.
2014 through September of 2025. Nick Lachey first, Eric Johnson second. Whatever.
Well done.
Lucky
I mean,
guys.
look at you.
Yep. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, you got invited to steak dinners.
He
but
did not
didn't
get
go.
invited to the steak dinner. He got invited
to the other one.
Other place.
So what was the other one? Like Wild Employees?
And another one.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to that
O'Donnell.
one?
I don't know. I got social anxiety, and I don't think I got anything fancy enough to wear here. Honestly, I don't know if a quarter zip would have been good enough at this place.
Of course.
What?
What are they going
I
to do?
don't know.
Not invite you back? It's in Denver.
I went to a strip club with some people a long time ago that I didn't want to go there with just to hang out.
Yeah, I should have.
On one of my very first trips.
So what'd you get to eat then? What'd you eat?
Maggiano's Little Italy, whatever that is. I don't know. I got it went Italian last night, so it was all right. It wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Rosie.
Help me, I'm
It was. It wasn't the Italian Rosie was enjoying. For 2 weeks,
No, that was the
but,
best meal he's ever
Best
had.
meal you ever had, yeah.
I tried to get a picture with the chef, but he didn't want to deliver the food with him, so
Right.
I'll have to go there tomorrow maybe.
I had so many people sending me direct messages trying to identify the person with the crusty fingernails yesterday
Oh,
where I
gross.
ate. And nobody guessed correctly, but I was like, God, how many places have people handing food through the window with terrible fingernails? That should be put gloves on. If you got crusty fingernails, don't hand me my food. I'm never going to be able to eat that. Is it happening everywhere these days?
I
What's
don't
wrong
think
with
so.
people's fingernails?
You know what's crazy is if you had not seen that, you would have eaten it, and it would have
Happily.
been ignorance is bliss. You wouldn't have cared.
Yep. And I'd be like, why is my belly sick today?
So from now on, just hold your left hand out the driver's side window and just look straight ahead like it's a baton relay.
Just punch the gas.
Yeah, just say, put it in my hand, and then don't look at their fingernails. Don't look at their general cleanliness. Just take it and go.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
You got to trust the guy if you say, just put it in my hand, though.
Just put it in my hand.
Yeah. I didn't order a hot dog.
Am I a Dairy Queen? Front page sports in the rear view mirror. We'll do what really matters after this. Scores and stats around the world of sports, and Chris will change your life with something else. No John Bonus today, no Sauce today, but Marnie will be here in like 40 minutes. Zach's in Denver. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
It's Wolves and Spurs in Game 2 from San
BuildersandRemodelers.com.
The Wild look to tighten down in Game 2 when they face the Abs in Denver. Puck drops tonight at 7. Hear it live on iHeartRadio and KFAN The Fan.
Never miss your chance to know what the latest sports news is in town. Chances to win tickets and knowing what is going on with all of your favorite KFAN shows. Follow KFAN 1003 on all of our social channels, Instagram, TikTok, X, and more. Stay connected and follow the sports leader, KFAN.
That's right. Welcome back. Here we are. 6:24, celebrating a big Wolves win last night. And Julius Randle, who I believe led our team in scoring last night, was talking about Ant glowingly after the game.
Huge. I mean, for him to go out and do what he did and just his just ability to just bounce back and, give us whatever he had out there was huge. So he made a lot of big shots. Just super happy, super proud to have him back because you know what he brings to the game.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Good for you. Well done, dude.
Needed him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I think,
Without Ant, I don't think this team is enough to beat the San Antonio Spurs in a 7-game series, but he's back. And they showed it last night. When he's on the court, he can be the best player on the planet at times.
I know that.
Rosie gets it.
Yeah, he gets it.
He gets the best meals he's ever had in Italy, and he gets that Ant has the potential to be great. So, the San Antonio's got to be super pissed that he's back as fast as he is.
Well, let me say this.
Game on.
Let me say this about Rosie real quick. I just said this to the Reach kids yesterday at an event. Thanks to our friends at Bell Bank. You're from the Bell Bank studios over there right now. And we hosted a bunch of kids from the Reach Foundation over there yesterday. And Misty and everybody, it was just so great. And played games with them and showed them around what a real bank is like. And then they went roller skating in St. Cloud. It's a great time. And one of the things that they were asking me questions about my life. And we were talking about going to California. I said, get some good food, eat things you've never eaten before, stuff like that. And I said, I'll never forget. The first time I ever went to California, I was 16 years old, and my grandma couldn't get on the plane because she got sick, and there was an empty plane ticket, and everybody's like, who wants to go? And I was like, I'll go. And back then, you could just get on the plane because you had a ticket. They didn't check your ID. I didn't have ID, right? Whatever. Anyway, I get to California, and I had the best tacos I've ever had in my life from a fast food joint called Nagel's Tacos. And the reason it was so good wasn't because the food was so good. Maybe it was good. But I was standing in California with my cousin in a place I'd never been before, and I was like, this is real. And I mean, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think if you had given Rosie Salisbury steak from a TV dinner when he was in Italy, he might have said it was the best dinner of his life. Do you know what I mean? It's all about your surroundings and where you're at and the mood you're in and how, don't get me wrong. If it tastes like dog turds, it tastes like dog turds.
Sure.
But if it tastes good, it's also about the surroundings.
And it also matters if you have Wi-Fi to post that on social media.
It does matter if you care about whether people know you ate it or not. That is true.
So yesterday, one of our bosses, I'm not going to say which one.
It was Abbott.
But it's the one that has a really rough time walking.
Yeah. How is Abbott?
He was like, man, you guys are being pretty hard on Rosie. He's like, look, he goes, look, I like ripping Rosie as much as the next guy, but he goes, you guys are being pretty tough. And I'm like, I'll tell Hawk and Sauce to calm down because I don't know why they're so tough on him. He thought you guys were over the line yesterday, and I didn't disagree.
Here's the problem with that. Is it better to do it on the air or in your office when he's not there?
So
that's the question.
I don't know, man. I mean, just leave the guy alone.
Yeah, I'll try to be better about it.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Like when you eat the way that I do, and Zach can relate to this a little bit as well. Mm-hmm. It's hard to say, quote, this is the best meal I've ever had because I have the same meal all the time, right? That's why once in a while it's like, wow, this is the best ice cream I've ever had, or that's the best cinnamon roll I've ever had. Because meals, it's like, this is Cane's.
Yeah,
I go to Cane's
right.
and it's the best.
Right, yeah.
So how do you have the best Cane's you've ever had? It's been fantastic 1,000 times. For sure. What do I care?
But I bet that Cane's might be even better if you ate it at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Again, how's my Wi-Fi? Can I post my no slaw extra toast?
Yeah.
So everybody knows that I had Cane's on the top of a mountain?
That's right. At the top of a mountain.
Is that why the food in Vegas tastes so much better? Like the Cane's in Vegas always
Yes.
Oh, man. I always thought they just made it better there. But
well, how about,
maybe they don't.
How about like what Ben always talks about, and he's right. There's something about vacation coffee that you're like, this coffee just hits differently when you're walking on a beach or you're in some foreign city. It's just the best.
Completely.
It's just still coffee, right? French coffee tastes the same as coffee in Toma.
No
What's
doubt.
the difference?
And it
It's
all
the
comes
same
out
beans.
poopy no matter what.
Yeah, who cares?
You know,
It's all about your attitude.
That's right. It's where you're at and how you feeling that day and whether you got enough sleep that night.
And how's the Wi-Fi? Now, again, nobody ever posts pictures in Toma because they don't have Wi-Fi. They have 56K
For
dial-up.
sure.
You're not going to sit there and plug in at a gas station just so you can post.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. You got to wait till you get back to civilization, like Chicago or Minneapolis.
Right.
All right, you ready to
That's
do what really matters?
right?
Yeah. Brought to you by Ovo, LASIK, and Lens. Go get LASIK from Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting with Ovo, LASIK, and Lens. Thanks, Ovo.
Thank you, Abo.
All right, let's go way off the board. I know it's playoff season. The Wolves had a big win last night. The Wild play tonight. We get it. How about this out of nowhere? How about world #1 golfer Scottie Scheffler has committed to play the 3M Open? How about that coming out yesterday?
That, Ryan? Wow.
July 23rd through the 26th at TPC Twin Cities in Blaine. Scottie Scheffler coming to Minnesota.
Does that do anything for you?
I mean, it doesn't do anything for me, but my guess is the golfing community is super pumped.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, that's cool.
And they'll sell some
You like,
tickets.
It definitely will sell some tickets.
You like Dale Earnhardt Jr. racing at Elko. I'd go see that.
Sure. Yeah, if you're into golf, that's a giant story.
It's pretty cool.
What really matters, though, is this.
I'm trying to think of other things that are similar to that, but I can't think of any. I like the Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming to Elko thing. That'd be good. It's not happening, by the way. I'm not reporting that that's happening. I'm just saying.
That would be like if Simone Biles went to Urban Air. It'd be like, yeah, I'll go watch her jump on a trampoline.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. By 1947, nearly half of all U.S. college students were World War II veterans using the GI Bill. Let me say that again. By 1947, nearly half of all U.S. college students were World War II veterans using the GI Bill, which massively, of course, expanded access to higher paying jobs and helped grow the middle class.
Hey, it worked.
It did, man. I wonder if they were like, this is what we're going to do. Or if they were like, wow, look what happened. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like the GI Bill. Like, did they know that was what was going to expand the middle class? Or was that like a happy coincidence?
Maybe a little column A, a little
Maybe
column
so,
B.
Yeah.
There's some dude that pops up on my Instagram algorithm once in a while. I don't follow him, but now I've watched so many of his videos now that Instagram's just convinced that I like the content.
Right.
That's the double sword or double-edged sword that we always talk about, right? It's like if you hover too long, then it thinks that you like it. But I've watched enough of this guy's videos. He's basically like a financial advisor, and he gives you advice, and he talks about different things in the world of finance and investing in whatever business.
Right.
And he was talking about how little the school that you go to matters. And he said what I've kind of always said is that it only really matters the first job you get. After that, it's irrelevant, right? Like after that, it's your track record in your actual field or your profession. It might get you in the door for your very first job.
Sure.
Can you imagine, like, if you've been in an industry for 10 years and you've done well and you're going the right way and you're like at a job interview and they're like, wow, you've been killing it like for the last 10 years. It looks like you would fit into this company great. Where'd you go to school? University of Minnesota. Oh, I'm sorry. We wanted somebody from the Ivy League. Yeah, but I've crushed it in the actual job that you're asking me to do for the last 10 years. Yeah, but you went to Minnesota, though.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. Like, that's just not a thing.
Yeah.
It only might matter once.
Right. You know what's interesting about that is I heard a very interesting quote the other day that I can't stop thinking about. This gentleman, he's a Harvard, theologist, I believe is what you would call him, but he's a professor.
Good-looking dude?
No. I answered that very quickly.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think about it. I just answered the truth.
Sure.
And the truth is, no, he's not an attractive man.
Prove it.
But he was talking about, but even I wouldn't do that to you, Zach, because I want you to think about this and not how unattractive the man's saying it is. Now that's all I can think of is now I've called that man unattractive. I feel bad about it. But anyway, listen to this. This is the truth. He said this. He goes, you can go to school and read and get as educated as you can. You should do that because vocabulary matters. Like the most dangerous weapon you have is your vocabulary. You need to be able to talk to somebody. He said, you're born with your IQ. You can improve it a little bit here and there, but you have an IQ, and another person has their IQ. And if you have an IQ of 130, another person has an IQ of 70, there's no doubt you're going to win that argument, right? No matter how much that person with the IQ of 70 works on he's going to get a little bit smarter, but he's still going to not have that 130 IQ.
Right. Sauce will be back tomorrow, by the way.
Correct. That's right. But then he said this, and it sticks in my mind. I love it. And he goes, but the thing about having a high IQ, the thing about having a high IQ that can really get you in trouble is just because you can win an argument doesn't mean you're right.
Again, Sauce will be back tomorrow.
Right. Isn't that an odd thought? Think about that, though. Just because you can win the argument doesn't mean you're right. You got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, and debating is a skill. There's no doubt about it.
There's no doubt about it.
Look at across sports radio and especially sports TV, a lot of those argument shows, they're just really good debaters.
Right.
I don't know if they're right.
Right.
I can't stand those shows anymore.
And you might have
20 years ago.
You might have somebody who's an extrovert and somebody who's an introvert. And the extrovert's probably going to win the argument just because of their ability to yell the other person. You know, their ability to put themselves out in front of people and do it. But that doesn't necessarily mean their side of the argument was right.
Well, how about presidential debates over the last 100 years or so, especially Kennedy and beyond? What matters almost more than the actual policy is just the presentation, right? Good public speakers can win just by sounding confident, regardless of what they're saying.
I mean, you pointed out the most obvious one. JFK won that debate because Nixon was sweating.
Right.
And people thought he looked nervous.
And people on the radio thought Nixon won.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that something?
The people that watched it thought Kennedy won.
Yeah, just because you can win the argument doesn't mean you're right. And that's important for you to remember, even if you won the argument. You got to listen to what the other person's saying. You have to.
But what if the other person is just saying things like, tonight's game will be fun. I like basketball. I want to watch the game tonight. It'll be fun.
Right.
Then I have to win that argument.
But you also can maybe be nicer to him because you realize what his home life must be like.
Sauce will be back tomorrow. Is it my turn?
I don't know. I think so, yeah.
What else here? Twins were off yesterday. They are at Washington tonight at 5:45. Taj Bradley for the Minnesota Twins. It's kind of a weird matchup if you're watching baseball because the Twins are 15-20. They're 5-10 on the road, so terrible on the road. Washington is a little bit better at 16-19, but 4-12 at home. So the Twins can't win on the road, and Washington can't win at home. So something has to break tonight in Washington. But what really matters is this.
Why were we talking about Washington yesterday? Why did we ask if people had ever been to D.C.? Do you remember? I know we said that, and you said you'd never been to D.C. Why were we bringing that up? Oh, no? Is that about just places you wanted to go or something? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I don't remember.
I think it might have started as simply as Corey asked what state DC is in.
Oh, that's right. That is exactly how it started.
Yeah, got it.
Because we were playing, exactly, because Washington was on the schedule. It was the Twins are off today. They play Washington tomorrow. This was yesterday.
That's right.
And I tried to see if Sauce would say something stupid. I said, what state is Washington in? And he said, it's not a state. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, again, he'll be back tomorrow.
Nicolas Cage, one of our great actors. I do like him a lot. Was never paid the $100,000 he was promised to star in. He was promised to star in Las Vegas, leaving Las Vegas in 1995. He did win the Academy Award. Director Mike Figgis was also never paid his $100,000 salary. The studio said the film never made a profit, even though the $4 million movie grossed $32 million.
I have a lot of questions.
Me too. I don't know why Nicolas Cage doesn't have a lot of questions.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah. Of course, I guess maybe $100,000 to him isn't enough for him to spend the money for the lawyer to go get it. But I don't know. Maybe I'd sue him. I'd say, well, you owe me $100,000. You owe me interest of $14 million.
Because what are the chances that both of them had in their contracts that they didn't get paid if the movie wasn't profitable, right? My guess is they both were like, well, I'm getting a check either way.
It's only $100,000.
A lot of those movies, right? When we hear like Keanu Reeves took a back-end deal and he makes like $200 million on The Matrix or something.
Right.
Don't most of them at least take a small salary with a huge back-end deal?
I would guess so.
I don't think they're working for free with a back-end deal.
I don't think so.
I mean, maybe the biggest of the big have swung and said, give me a percentage, and I'm going to bet on myself, I'll take a $0 salary. But I would assume that Nicolas Cage, when he was at that point in his career, was not big enough to say, I'm working for free.
Right. What's the dude's name who did Star Wars?
George Lucas?
Yeah. Didn't George Lucas do that last movie he did for nothing? And like he paid for it himself and lost his A word?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe. Which one was that?
The movie, I think it started with an M, like Metropolitan, or maybe it wasn't him.
Metropolis?
Metropolis. Was that him
That
or
was
George
somebody
Lucas?
else. No, that was...
Whoever did it on their own dime and lost their A word.
Strange Magic?
No, it's called Metropolis.
Yeah, hang on a second here.
Strange Man.
Yeah, that movie bombed bad.
Had the guy who was in Girls in it, a kid. Who did Metropolis? It wasn't George Lucas, maybe? No? I don't know.
The hell was
I
that
know
called?
a little bit about a bunch of things, and I'm half right on most of it. Metropolis.
1927 movie called Metropolis. Maybe
Yeah.
we're slightly off. Is there a different movie that's similarly named?
Megalopolis. Boobies.
Maybe.
I don't know.
If only there was a website
Oh, I'm looking.
where we could look. Yeah, it is Megalopolis. That was
Megalopolis.
2024. That was Coppola.
Oh, that's it. That's the one. Yeah. Spent his own money and lost his A.
Jeez. This says the budget was between 120 and 136 million, and it made 14.4 at the box office. Whoopsies.
That's tough.
Let me double check this here. Dun, 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 dun.
The still shots look fantastic. I remember the trailer looked cool, but I never went to see it.
Rotten Tomatoes, Mr. Z's favorite website, 45%.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And the audience also hated it. Average grade of D+.
Yeah.
Yuck. Ugh. Adam Driver.
The guy's great. That's the kid I'm
Yep.
talking about. Yeah, he was in Girls. I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Kylo Ren himself.
Yeah.
My turn again?
I believe so.
The Packers signed a quarterback. Obviously, Jordan Love is their starter, but 36-year-old Tyrod Taylor is going to be their backup now. Malik Willis went to Miami. Here's your interesting sports stat of the day. I want you guys to try this. Tyrod Taylor is 36 years old. He was a 6th-round pick in 2011. Wow. 2011. How many players from the 2011 NFL draft class, including Tyrod Taylor, are still active?
15 years ago.
How many active players from the 2011 draft class?
Maybe 3.
Zach, you want to take a shot?
I mean, yeah, I was thinking single digits too. I'll go 8.
Right in between the two of you. He's one of 5 players still active from 2011.
Wow. Incredible. Tyrod, you know what? I mean,
2011 doesn't feel that long ago, but it is 15 years.
Backup quarterback, man. Tell you what.
He's made a lot of money.
Yeah, good for them, right?
He's had a lot of moments where he was a really, really solid quarterback.
I know the name
That's why
well.
he keeps getting a job.
Yeah, right.
More of what really matters after this. The Wolves won last night against San Antonio. Marnie Gellner here in about 18 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
From the 1-800 CUA.
From the Bell Bank family and employee-owned studios, this is the Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFXN, Minneapolis, St. Paul, The Fan.
The Power Trip is headed to the island. Join the guys at Treasure Island May 28th and 29th for 2 shows full of games, tons of laughs, and great prizes, including trips to Las Vegas. Book your stay and save 20% with promo code KFAN, plus a special announcement you will not want to miss. Get the full details now at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
That is the announcement of the announcement plus the announcement, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be at TI later this month. And then announcing something at Treasure Island.
That's right. And Ronza Moss, they need to announce to her that she missed a couple 3 days there for her sports update. That was a few days ago that she was talking about, right? During the sports update.
Yeah, she was talking
Ronza
about
Moss.
Joe Ryan leaving the game. That was like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it was. Poor JoJo.
Yep, everything's going great.
It really is. We got it all figured out.
Yep.
That's what really matters, right?
But here's what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. Chris will change your life with something else that's more interesting. Although it's hard to be more interesting than this because the Wolves are up 1-0 after beating the Spurs last night, 104-102. And yes, we found out yesterday that Ant was definitely going to play. We just weren't sure how much. He played 25 minutes, came off the bench, played great, 18 points, looked dominant for most of his time on the court. It was awesome. So Wemby was a freak. He had 12 blocks. That is the all-time NBA record for a postseason game. But the Wolves overcome that stifling defense in the paint. They find a way to win. Didn't help that we missed so many free throws, but maybe we can fix that for game 2. But it also did help that San Antonio was not great from 3, including at the buzzer. Naz Reid kind of bit on the pump fake, so Spurs had a wide-open 3 at the buzzer that would have won it, but it clanks off the rim, and the Wolves hold on and win by 2, 104-102. But what really matters is this.
That's right. Look up on your computer, whether you're listening live or later on. Gregor, Gregor. Last name, Bacci, Baci. Gregor Bacci.
Got it.
16th century painting.
Jeez.
By an Austrian painter. Shows Gregor Bacci, who was struck by a lance in his right eye socket.
Yep.
Went all the way through his head and out the back of his neck.
Yep.
And he lived for a year. They sawed off the front and the back of the lance, and he lived for a year. There's a very famous painting, once owned by...
he doesn't care for it.
He didn't like it, I bet.
No.
Once owned by Archduke Ferdinand, who had a little something to do with World War I, if I remember correctly. Anyway, and people have long debated whether or not anyone could have lived through that. And, of course, science has gotten better to the point where neurologists at the Medical University of Innsbruck have now determined he could certainly have lived like that as long as it did not strike parts of his brain. And so they looked at the painting. They did some rebuilds computer-wise and found out that it definitely could have passed through his eye socket and out the back of his neck the way that it looks like it did in this painting and lived. He lived for a year.
You know, back then, it's not like they had cell phones where you could take selfies and see what you looked like. So when he saw that painting, he must have been like, is that what I look like? I'm hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a joust through your eyeball.
Yeah.
And it's coming out the back of your skull.
Yeah.
You're lucky it missed your brain.
Yeah. It was thought at first that it was from a joust. They now believe that it happened from a throwing spear in the 1598 siege of Győr. So he got hit. And
yeah, according to this, the perpetrator was Lamar Luttrell.
Yeah, that limp-wristed throwing style really got him.
Tri-Lambs.
Yeah. And this guy didn't want to be killed by a guy named Lamar Luttrell so badly that he willed himself to stay alive.
Yep.
So he could say, that guy didn't kill me.
Nope. Just died of old age.
I died of old age.
A year later.
Yep.
With a joust or a javelin still through his eyeball.
Man, imagine that. I do like how his left eye is also bulging and bleeding.
Yeah, in the painting, they definitely have blood coming out of every single orifice of this guy. So it's a tough watch.
Yeah. If I threw a spear at Gregor and it went through him and he kept walking towards me, I'd be like, I'm just going to go ahead and take myself out because obviously the dead are living. I can't beat you.
How about the guy's haircut, too?
Yeah, it's a
See
mohawk.
the haircut? It's a straight little mohawk
Yeah, it's
thing
pretty
going on there.
badass, yeah.
Way before the punk revolution.
Yeah.
What a badass.
Well done, Gregor. Well done.
I wonder what he did for that year. Do you think he had adult relations at any point in that final year?
Boy, I sure hope so. I sure hope.
I'm just saying, because think of that gal.
Yeah.
Like, it's the best I can do. I'll take the guy with the javelin through his face.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Guy's a hero.
you know how like you're sick and something distracts you and you forget for a minute that you're sick?
Mhm.
You think he had one minute that entire year where he forgot he had a javelin through his head? Just one moment where everything was so, like the sunset was so beautiful that he completely spaced. Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got a spear in my head.
Yeah, maybe the pain has subsided and
Yeah.
he's walking along like a riverbank and he's just, like you said, birds are chirping,
Oh, it's just
sun's out. It's just peaceful and he just forgets for a second.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere, freak! And he's like, oh, God dang it, I forgot about the javelin.
Freak! I forgot that I'm
man.
a freak. Yeah. I mean, how did he sleep? Where did he lay his head?
Not well.
How do you live?
Not on a bed of roses,
And
probably.
did he just wander around? I wonder, did he die of an infection? Because, damn.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I have a lot of questions about young Gregor Bocci.
This story doesn't say how long he lived in terms of age. Do you know how old he was?
No.
It just says he died a year after the injury.
That's all it says. Yeah, it doesn't
Gross.
say. No.
The Knicks dominated last night, 137-98 over the Sixers. Cat with 17, Brunson with 35. The New York Knicks up 1-0.
Are they any good? Like, are they a danger on the east side of the
I think they're
bracket?
they're close to the favorites to win the East. I know the people like the Pistons as well because the Pistons were dominant in the regular season, but it's a little bit like the Spurs and the Wolves. The Knicks have been there and done that. The Pistons are young and upcoming, so maybe the Knicks eventually, maybe their veteran leadership can will their way. I would take the Knicks over the Pistons, but we'll see.
So there's a chance
That's
the
getting
Wolves
ahead of
could
us.
meet the big cat in the final.
If we can find a way to get past Wemby and OKC, yeah, it could be Cat versus Ant.
Wow.
Could be.
That's going to be big.
What really matters, though, is this.
You know, if you look up a guy who has a spear piercing his head, you're also going to find stories like this one. Anatoly Burgoski. In 1978, the Russian particle physicist had a high-energy proton beam from a particle accelerator pass through his head. He was working for the Russians, checking a malfunctioning piece of equipment, when, of course, the safety mechanisms failed. Burgoski was leaning over the equipment when he stuck his head in the path of the proton beam.
Interesting. Never crossed the streams.
He reportedly saw a flash of light brighter than 1,000 suns. But didn't feel any pain. The beam passed through the back of his head, the occipital and temporal lobes of his brain, the left middle ear. It pierced the occipital and temporal lobes and his left middle ear and went out the left side of his nose. The exposed parts of his head received a local dose of 200 to 300,000 Rontgens. I don't know what the hell those things are.
Don't know.
He understood the severity of what had happened, but he continued working on the malfunctioning piece of equipment because he's like, well, I'm here anyway, right? Sure, the fan belt chopped my fingers up, but I've got to make sure the car's running. Initially, he opted not to tell anybody what happened.
Guy's embarrassed. Doctors
expected him to die, but he survived with severe, non-fatal injuries. The left half of Burgoski's face swelled up beyond recognition. And over the next several days, the skin started to peel, revealing the path that the proton beam had burned through parts of his face and his bone and his brain tissue.
Never do science.
As
right?
it was believed.
It's a dead-end job.
Right. As it was believed that he had received far in excess of a fatal dose of radiation, Burgoski was taken to a clinic, and then they wanted to watch him die because that's what you do.
Got to observe.
Right.
And
What
analyze.
the hell's going to happen to this guy? Well, there was virtually no damage to his intellectual capacity. Burgoski survived. He completed his PhD and continued working as a particle physicist.
But his face.
Terrible. Freak! He completely lost hearing in his left ear, which he had tinnitus in that ear, which, that's bad. The left half of his face was paralyzed. He was able to function well except for occasional partial seizures and rare tonic-clonic seizures. The paralyzed side of his face doesn't have any wrinkles of any kind. It says doesn't. Is he still alive? Yeah, he's 83. He's still alive.
And he looks great.
I bet he don't.
Looks like he's had Botox 1,000 times.
How badass is this guy? Yeah, I'm just not. It's not that big a deal. I'm not gonna tell anybody. No big deal.
Very few people braver
Yeah.
than scientists.
Yeah, well,
Proton beams.
yeah. Don't cross the streams.
Yeah, my dad, because my dad worked at 3M. He helped create this thing called a proton pack.
Is that right? Wow.
So him and like 3 of his friends would carry the proton packs on their back, and they'd go around and, like, I don't know, look for supernatural beings and stuff. It was, I don't understand it. I guess he was in a documentary in the 80s.
Did he have anything to do with the Post-it note?
My dad, no.
Okay.
But he was probably there when it happened. When is it? I wonder when the Post-it note started. Let me look that up. That's a good question.
Well, while you're doing that, I want to let you know that in 1996, Burgoski applied for disability status just to get free epilepsy medicine, and Russia denied him.
Sure.
You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You ugly son bitch, get out of here. Don't make us look at you.
Post-it notes were invented through a 3M collaboration between Dr. Spencer Silver, that's a cool name.
That is a great name.
In 1968, who created a unique, low-tack, reusable adhesive microsphere, and Art Fry in 1974. After initial failures in 1970, so 1980 nationwide release. So yeah, 100% my dad was definitely at 3M.
Wow.
In that range.
Dr. Spencer Silver. That's a great name.
That is a really cool name.
You know what's not a good name? Dr. Art Fry. Sorry, Art.
I've done fry art.
Oh, man, me too.
At McDonald's for 46 years.
You should see what I can do with a Frosty and a fry.
Ugh, I can't get on board with that. I know a lot of people do that. Hi, Marnie.
Hi, good morning.
Do you do the fries and the Frosty at Wendy's?
I have sensitive teeth, so that
Hard pass.
is
Yeah.
not appealing to me.
same.
I like fries,
Right.
and I like Frosties.
Just not together.
I'll have them separate.
Yep.
May I ask you a
Nailed
question? Marty, may I ask you a question? Of
course.
If you were on the dating game and you could not see either of them, but they said, you get to choose, Marty, between Dr. Spencer Silver or Dr. Art Fry.
Just by the name.
Is the name going to sway you at all?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a immediate judgment.
Of course.
Which one are you taking?
I'll take the silver.
Yeah.
Dr. Spencer Silver was 536 pounds.
I'll take the fry.
I just made that up.
Dr. Fry was allergic to potatoes.
Oh,
How
no.
ironic is that?
No. Dr. Spencer Silver.
Fries are so good.
They're so good.
So are Post-it notes.
They are.
Shout
They're
out to
very,
3M.
Very, very helpful. Yes. Thank you.
If anybody from 3M's listening. My guess is there are people
Man.
from 3M
Oh,
listening.
sure.
Yep. Martin's our
we
squad
have,
one, man. Come on. Let's go. Let's
Oh,
hype this
man.
up. We did it.
Great game.
It was a great game.
What a game.
Great game.
I watched the
Can
whole
do
thing,
this.
Marty. Can you believe it?
You did?
I did. I had to. Because I knew it was just going to be he and I for the first
Had to.
2 hours. I had to watch it so he'd have somebody to talk to. I loved it.
But it was a great, super entertaining
Actually,
game.
it very much
Yeah.
was.
How cool was the, like, I know this is childish, but how cool was the vibe in San Antonio with all the colored shirts? like that
Yeah.
the Fiesta look. It looked awesome in
Yeah,
there.
they did that in the first round for a couple of games too. It's
What a cool visual.
concept. Yep.
The crazy thing about it is watching that game, having been in that stadium, that's a terrible stadium.
The arena?
Yeah, the arena's a big old barn. They don't even use part of it.
Wait,
but you can't tell that. Am I thinking of the?
Well, there's
Is it a new place now?
Well,
because this was 20 years ago. I was there.
Where the Spurs play, there is a barn like next to it. But have you definitely been inside? It was called AT&T Center, and now it's Frostbank Center or whatever.
I went to San Antonio with PA and Dubé when I was first brand new at the radio station.
Okay.
And we went to a Spurs game versus the Wolves.
Okay.
And I remember that they had the building was bigger than the basketball court. Like they had a curtain at the end of the building, and part of the building wasn't being used. So that must have been before they had the new arena.
Maybe because I've been to
You've been a billion times. Yeah.
games there, and I've never seen a curtain nor part of the arena that's not used. But when you pull into the parking lot, it looks like there's a horse show next door.
Okay.
All the time.
Right. Maybe I saw it.
Are you thinking of the Alamo Dome?
Maybe they were playing at the Alamo Dome. I don't know. There was no basement in this place, though, so.
You don't remember the Alamo Dome?
I don't remember the Alamo Dome. See what he did there?
The news is next, then we'll talk Wolves and Spurs with Marnie Gellner in a little bit as well. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800 Ask Gary Traffic Center.
To the Sun Country flight to New York. From Miss Liberty to Broadway. Oh, and a hot, fresh bagel? Yum. Explore New York or elsewhere with nonstop flights to over 90 destinations, all from suncountry.com.
Fan forecast.
Fair skies right now, 39 degrees, high 54 today with increasing
It's
clouds.
Wolves and Spurs in Game 2 from San Antonio. Free coverage starting tomorrow at 7. Tip-off at 8:30. Live on the Timberwolves channel on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
And KFAN welcomes some great shows to the Ledge Amphitheater this year. John Mulaney will be there August 22nd. Black Label Society will be there September 25th. All the details on all of our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
That's right. Man, I can't believe, we normally would do news right now. Brought to you by Friends of St. Paul Saints. We'll talk to Marnes about the Timberwolves momentarily and other things, but the Saints are playing the Las Vegas team tonight at the Las Vegas ballpark. Why are we not covering? I thought we were the Saints station. Why are we not there? I mean,
we probably should be.
Zach's covering the Wild. We had nobody over there in San Antonio for the Wolves, and there's nobody covering the Saints in Vegas. What are we doing?
I'll go.
It's a huge miss.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Cinco de Mayo in Vegas? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, I don't eat Mexican food, so I would just go to Cane's, but I'll cover it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not going to go to the Saints game.
Well, you should.
But I like the Saints a lot.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm not going to. If I go to Vegas, I'm not going. But I'll go and just tell people that the Saints are playing there. Does that help?
If all the reporters go out to dinner at a Vegas restaurant, would you go with them?
No. No, I got cards to play.
They probably wouldn't invite you anyway.
I got to give my money away.
May 12th, your beloved St. Paul Saints are back at CHS Field to
Now we're
play, I
talking.
believe, Colorado. 6:37, May 12th. Go to saintsbaseball.com. And don't forget, by the way, June 5th, there's a Star Wars ticket package that the kids are going to be involved in. Game ticket and a Saints lightsaber for the kiddos. Lots going on. All kinds of things happening. Saintsbaseball.com. Go, St. Paul Saints. Beat Vegas whatevers.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah. Vegas whatevers.
Marnie, what's the duck update? How are your ducks, or duck for now?
That's not the update. It's terrible.
Have you thought about it, though?
No.
Oh, not even close?
Not yet. They aren't pooping.
So it's still just the mom duck.
Yeah, it's a lack of anything. But no news is good news because nothing is supposed to happen for 28 days.
God, she's sick of it, isn't she?
She's
tired.
She is so tired.
On Instagram, you mentioned that you had some names for the duck that were immediately rejected by your family. Care to share with the class?
Yeah, I put some thought, energy, time into them. Quacky Joyner Kersey, rejected.
I like that
I mean,
one. It's funny.
I didn't even tell you this one. Beak Anse, rejected.
That's a terrible name.
The Saints think you're terrible.
Feather Locklear.
Okay, that's my fave. I like that one.
Well,
That's
you're
good.
going to love this one.
Okay.
Tanya Ducker.
That's a terrible name.
I
That's
like
a
that
great
one.
name.
It's a great one, but I'm afraid of you saying it on the radio a few more times. I'm going to go back to the other one you said.
Feather Locklear.
That's my fave.
Well, no one else in my family likes it, and part of it's generational because Finley was like, I don't get it. And I said, have you ever heard of Heather Locklear? And she's like, no.
No.
So therein lies the problem. And
Yeah,
she's
your
only...
references are older. With Jackie Joyner
Yeah, she
Kersey
was
and
like,
Heather
nope,
Locklear, you're
nothing.
Tanya Tucker, whatever. You're like you got to get some newer references.
She does know the song Delta Dawn because of a TikTok something or other. So we were able to land that one. But she didn't like the name. So
Dawn. What's that flower you have on?
could it be a faded rose from days gone by?
It could be.
So I'm hoping to have a name by tonight because, it's...
Yeah.
We're just calling her the duck. And then yesterday, the mallard, who is the boyfriend,
Yeah.
I'd like to say.
So they haven't tied the knot yet?
Well, not that I've seen. He knocked her up and left.
Yeah, well, you do what you do. Don't try to hold me down.
Well, he was back, and it was a real windy day yesterday. We had the pool closed, and he was out there walking around on the pool cover, I'm sure going, I could have sworn there was water here when I did my business. Yes, Corey?
Why does anybody ever try to be creative when they can just ask ChatGPT? I said, give me some names like Feather Locklear that are puns for ducks. And here's what ChatGPT says.
Right.
Tell me if
Mm-hmm.
you, whatever your husband and kids' names are, who cares? Maybe they'll like these. Duck Norris, Quack Nicholson.
See, I think Duck Norris is the good.
It's a girl, though.
Leonardo DiQuacrio, Quacky Chan, Hugh Quackman, Quack Sabbath, Fleetwood Quack, Sir Quacks-a-Lot, Count Quackula. I'm going to be very careful with this one. Benedict Cumberquack, Quack Sparrow. Oh, Bread Pitt, because you would feed a duck bread. Bread Pitt. Quaxon Pollock. I like that one a lot. That's really good. Quacklemore instead of Macklemore. Attila the Hen. Again, why even sit around and have a creative meeting? Just have AI do it.
Yeah.
Creativity's dead.
What was I
Did
doing?
you say Quacky Robinson?
Quacky Robinson's very good. I like that one. Quack to Black. Oh, how about Darth Wader?
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, is that a lady's name?
Just Duck Vader?
Duck Vader as well.
Yes, we already called
I like
her
the waiting
the
part,
duck.
though.
Yeah, did you
Duck Skywalker.
Did you give her a break set on her eggs for her, like we talked about?
I did not.
You did not. Yeah.
No, but we did purchase and fill a kiddie pool.
Meow.
Mm-hmm.
KIDDIE.
Okay.
We haven't seen her use it, but we put it right next to the trees where she has formed her habitat. So
you know she doesn't know that's for her.
I put a sign on there. It says "For the duck."
She's a Minnesota duck. She doesn't want to impose or anything.
Yeah, she don't want to get in your way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is why I love AI
Looks
though.
like a trap for her.
So now I just said, all right, but let's make it a female duck. So focus on the female duck.
Yeah. Okay.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my God.
Cardi Beak. But this one makes me laugh. It simply says Adele Dazeem. So it's just the Idina
Adele
Menzel bit.
Dazeem.
I mean,
There's
that's
no
not even a
duck
duck reference. It's just, why don't you
Adele
call it
Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem? That's nuts.
That's pretty good. That's
Oh.
pretty good.
Oh, man. Ariana Pandey.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Oh, cute.
Speaking of Ariana Pandey, and I know it wasn't her, but did you see Saturday Night Live?
Not yet.
Did
I haven't
you
recorded.
haven't seen the butthole thing?
With Olivia Rodrigo. That's
No.
out of context. You probably don't understand what he just said, but it's really funny.
My gosh, it's a good bit. It's not as good, but it's up there with sweaty balls. I'm telling you, it is
similar vibe.
It's very similar to that.
She has
It's up there
a
with that.
cake, like a round kind of cake. It was what it was a lava fudge cake.
Yeah, lava fudge cake.
And the center of the cake.
Oh boy,
it's great. It's really well done.
It was very funny.
All right.
Yeah, very well done.
It was good.
I just call back to the last segment, by the way. I wasn't crazy. And Zach, you were right. They played in the Alamo Dome when I saw them. I'm thinking it was 2001 or 2002 when I saw them. The Spurs typically used roughly half of the Alamo Dome for regular season home games. A massive floor-to-ceiling blue curtain divided the court from the empty, unused portion of the stadium.
there you go.
So I went into the stadium, and the Spurs were really good back then.
Sure,
They are
Duncan
now,
and
too.
Robinson.
Obviously, yeah, right. And it looked like I went to a high school basketball game where the cheerleaders were practicing on the other side of the curtain. You know what I mean? It was
Right,
the weirdest
right.
thing. And I was like, this is a professional basketball stadium?
What was the final season of the Alamo Dome? I don't have any recollection of ever being in there.
Let's see.
But I started with the Wolves in 02-03.
I think 01 was the last season, if I read it right.
Let's see. The team used the Alamo Dome from 93 to 02.
Okay.
There you go.
Fits all the timeline.
There you go. Yep. It was very, very odd. And that was a giant blue curtain.
Would have to be.
Yeah.
The Wolves did the same thing at the Dome the Metrodome for the first couple of years.
Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, yeah.
That San Antonio is such an interesting
Yeah.
layout of a city of where the stadium is, or the arena, and the neighborhoods that you drive through to get there. Man, it is tough. It is some real poverty.
Yeah.
And then just this beautiful arena and horse corrals and stables and just this juxtaposition of wealth and poverty, and it's neighborhoods, and you see it all.
Yeah, for sure. And everybody talks about it, but I know why now that I've seen it. Or back then I saw it. That Riverwalk is awesome.
Sure.
That's really cool.
But that's like 20 minutes from
for sure.
the arena.
But
yes,
I mean, that is a reason to go to San Antonio. It's cool. Corey, it's like obviously a river, and then there's all these restaurants, but it's lower than the city. So you have to go down steps to get there, and then you just walk along the river, and you go bar to bar to restaurant to restaurant to restaurant. It's beautiful. The food,
but it's not like a raging river with a tide,
like a lazy river.
Yes, it's a very small, calm. Like I'm sure people have fallen into it.
Sure,
stumble and drunk. You'd be okay.
Probably happening right now.
Not that kind of rapids,
right? Yeah.
But it's a really cool concept. Yes,
I bet
and they've
Feather
made
Locklear's been there.
Made the most of it. Feather Locklear has probably chilled.
Yeah,
Probably met a lot of mallards.
Probably
on that spot.
Agatha Christie has probably been at the Riverwalk Raging Rapids. By the way, like once in a while, again, they get lazy. Remember how the first time I asked it said Count Quackula?
Yeah.
Now this one just says Countess Quackula. It's like, come on.
Well,
I did ask for the female version, but come on, man. Like, you can do better than this. Yeah. These are good.
As we go to break here, I'll play this for you one more time, Marnie, just to see what it does for you, because I'm sure you were watching on TV. You didn't listen to our guy, Alan Horton. And he sounded
I would like to.
Harper the rebound. They get it to Wemby. Back to Harper. 3 seconds left. Now with 2. Champagny moves to his left. Fires a 3 at the buzzer. It's off the front rim. No good. The ball game is over. The Timberwolves have stolen game 1 in San Antonio. 104-102.
Is the guy's name Champagny, or is it not Champagne?
It's spelled Champagne.
It is. Why wouldn't he just go by Champagne? That's much cooler than Champagny.
He got a wide open look. Again, Naz Reid bit on that first pump fake, and it was a wide open 3. And I would say he rushed it just slightly, but obviously the clock was ticking, so he felt like he, so he had his feet mostly set, but man, a wide open look, and he
They
clanked
went for the win.
They did.
They went for the win. And no timeouts. Usually the final minute of a close NBA game takes forever. And it was late. And I was thinking in my head, oh my God, how long is this? And there were no timeouts.
I was shocked.
They let him play. And it was so much fun. And it just went bang, bang, haymaker, 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 clank, over.
Yeah, Randall misses that shot with about 7 or 8 seconds to go. Spurs get the rebound, and they march their way quickly up the court. Pass it. Naz Reid bites on the pump fake. Champagny wide open 3. That would have sucked so bad if that
he
went.
Made that. Because we had a decent lead. We were up 7.
Yeah, maybe
with
more.
A minute 44.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have it right in front of me. 7 with a minute 35. 6-point lead with a minute 7. 107. We're up 6. Oh, wait. Nope. Still up 6 with 49 seconds left. That game should be ours.
Should be. Almost blew it.
Couple of
we'll take it,
mistakes. We deserved that win, and guess what? We got it. 1-0. Let's
And now if you're looking at the old betting odds, right, before the series started, the Spurs were something like minus 1,200 to win the series. Now it's just minus 190. So,
wow.
And the Wolves were plus 700, and now it's something like plus, I forget what it just was, but it's plus 150 or plus 160, something like that. So my point is it's crazy how one game goes from massive underdogs to almost even money the rest of the way. That's how close this is now.
I would bet it also shifted, though, with the news before the game that Ant was available to even play. It probably started the shift.
A little bit, but like we talked about it yesterday, the line for the game was 13.5, and then when they said Ant was playing, it was down to 9.5. So it's still a pretty big gap.
Sure.
I don't know what it closed at, but it wasn't as significant as I thought it was going to be. Maybe they just didn't think he would be 100%. He played like he was 100%, but only 25 minutes. We'll talk more about that in a second with Marnie Gellner with sports after this on The Fan.
at AmericanPressure.com.
This is why you listen to the Playoffs Live.
Quinn Hughes from the left circle, banked it in.
The audio home of the Wild is KFAN.
Hey, it's Brandon Molesky. Thank you for
Brandon.
listening to The Fan
What's
on
up, dude?
KFAN.com.
The Fan.
Power Trip Morning Show featuring maybe Corey Cove.
Check.
Perhaps.
Check.
It's working.
It is now.
You never know.
I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't get it.
listened to the show the whole day, and I don't hear anybody else having trouble. But I watched you do it. I was trying to help you. I was holding down
the
on
light's
button
on
over here, and it wouldn't work.
Yeah, the only way to, you hit the light on, it says that it's on, it's red, and the only way to check is to talk. So then I would be like, 952, and there would be nothing coming through. And then the light would still be on, and then it would come through. I'm like, what is going on here?
I think it's Dark Star messing with you, or it's that one guy who said that you were going to have problems with your butthole.
Yep.
What was his name?
I don't even. I know, but I don't
Remember,
even want to say it.
that guy.
Screw that guy.
Yeah, that guy said he.
No, there was we had a psychic on,
yeah,
and he said three things, predictions because he could see the future. He said I would be the first to leave the show. He was wrong. He said I was going to go to London or something like that, or New York. It's like, well, okay, you just named two major cities. And I did go to London like 7 years later. But then the third one is he said he didn't want to say it on the air, but he came over and whispered that I should probably get my prostate checked. And I was, 30 maybe? Yeah. How old was I? Something like 30.
Something like that, I don't know. Yeah.
So at the time we were like, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get my prostate checked because some psychic told me that I might have a problem.
You had it checked, but not by a professional.
Correct, and not by hand.
And that's how Tommy's on the show.
Calm down. But the point is so afterwards, when I had mentioned that that's what he had told me, like in private, that I should go do that, there were people on the old, I believe it was Rube Chat back in the day. I don't know if it was Twitter yet. I don't remember who told me. Maybe it was just email. And they were like, you know why he did that? Is he wants you just to be a little bit afraid, even if you don't believe in psychics. He wants you to basically go get the finger wiggle as like a punishment for doubting his psychic ability. And it's like, yeah, I never did that. And of course, it's 15 years later, and I'm still on the show, and I have no prostate issues yet.
Congrats.
Well, I'll take a look again whenever you want.
He was garbage, but that's okay.
I hate to change the subject after that. Have either of the other or any of the other hosts who sit in that chair and use that microphone had that microphone issue?
Don't know.
Or are you the only lucky one?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing differently. I mean, I'm pushing the button. Is that
right?
Should I not do that?
You seem to be doing it correctly.
I don't know. They'll figure it out.
What?
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip.
That's right.
By the way, the two of the best psychic moments in the history of the Power Trip Morning Show is I once had a psychic tell me to be careful about my car, that they were worried that my car was going to put me in a tough spot. I had literally purchased a brand new car, what, Chris, 3 or 4 weeks before that. Yeah. It had like 200 miles on it, and she was like, still, I would be careful. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then the best one of all time.
This is the one.
The best one of all time was a psychic that, was it the same gal?
Same gal.
Same gal.
Same show, yeah, right.
That gal said that Chris's late grandmother, who was
Nora.
no longer with us, did not care for his latest album.
That's what she said.
True. Yeah, it said it wasn't her flavor. Didn't think it was great.
I was like, Grandma Nora, no.
So Grandma Nora did not care for Chris's latest album.
Oh, Nora Jane.
Imagine the balls to say that a dead relative hated your grandkid's art.
I mean, if you're going to make that up, you at least say she loves it.
That's what you would think.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that was the same gal I had. She said, she asked if I had any relatives that had passed. And I said, well, you tell me, right? Like, shouldn't you be able to, shouldn't you?
For sure.
And then after she goaded me a little bit, I eventually told her that I did have a cousin that had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me that he really wanted to go bowling with me, that he missed bowling with me. And I said, I don't think in my entire life I ever once bowled with him, and I've never heard that he ever bowled. I don't think he was into bowling.
See what you guys missed out on?
She said he does want to bowl with you. And I'm like, I guess I'm going to take your word for it. I guess for the first time, we're going to bowl in the afterlife.
He didn't have the courage to tell you.
No, he liked water skiing. He liked partying. I don't think he liked to roll.
Was it Kurt Bills?
No. So I guess at some point I'm going to bowl with him.
Hey, there's a duck name. Kurt Bills.
That's perfect.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, that's even best.
That's the winner.
Was it Kurt
See,
Bills?
we got there. We didn't need ChatGPT for that. It's Kurt Bills.
That's why humans 100%. Hey, by the way, Nordo says PA had some same issues yesterday.
Okay, so it
you're
is
not
happening.
the only one. Yes,
All right,
sir.
we're getting there. They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
All right, should we do sports? Because big night, actually.
Yeah, man, let's go.
Let's hammer it.
Boom, boom, boom. There's no sponsor.
Fair enough. All right, Marnes. We just talked about it briefly last segment. We've been talking about it all morning that the Wolves won. No Io yet, though.
Right.
So the faster he can come back. I mean, Terrence Shannon was essentially what Io was last series for us. Last night, he was the instant offense. He was the high-energy motor guy that kept the pace up. Imagine when we get Io back.
Oh, man.
And more rest for Ant. He looked close to 100%. I don't know what percentage he would have tagged himself, but you get a little more rest out of Ant. You get Io back hopefully soon. And this could be trouble for the Spurs.
Yeah, he looked a little bit like Ant Light, but he didn't drive and have the explosion, but he looked better than I thought he was going to look, because I was afraid he was going to jog and just shoot threes. And I guess I should give the Wolves more credit, thinking that why would they play him in that condition? But he's a great 3-point shooter. So maybe it was we'll test it out and we'll give you 3 to 5 shots type thing. But you're right. Ant was effective in his 25 minutes. He was 8 of 13 from the floor. To your point about Io DeSumo, we saw in that game when he had 42-3, whatever, against Denver, how great of a scorer he can be. And I think the thing about Io DeSumo is he raises Bones Highland. And Bones had 12 minutes last night, did not score. He was 0 for 6. Bones becomes such a better, more dynamic player when he is paired with Io DeSumo. They are the twin turbos. Last night we had a single engine. Mm-hmm. And it was the weaker of the two engines. Now, I love Bones Highland. I'm a huge Bones fan. But he needs to be in the exact right environment to flourish. And Io is his best right environment. So it's like you get a 2-for-1 when you get Io back. And I did hear John Krasinski yesterday. Sounds like we all listen to the same Dan Barrero program.
We do.
But Krasinski was saying that the Wolves expect Io to be able to come back in this series. So it sounds like the calf is like close, but he's not quite there yet. So hopefully next game or soon thereafter, we can pick up Io as well and then get close to being whole again. We will not have Dante, obviously, but man, that was great from Ant. And Mike Conley.
Oh, Conley was huge.
Great.
Yeah. And
he made 4 threes.
all super clutch. Again, super professional. It was just veteran leadership. It was awesome. But back to Shannon for a second. You know, you ever watch like old man pickup ball? And I can say this because I'm 46 now. You watch old man pickup ball, and then some college kid comes in there and is just 3 times faster than everybody playing. That's what it looked like with Terrence Shannon, even with the Wolves. And the Wolves have some young players, right? Ant's young. Jaden's still young. You got some, but he was just on a different gear. Terrence Shannon going downhill.
Yes.
It felt like they needed somebody to do that.
Yes. But last night, I would say his finishing at the rim was a little out of control at times, or a little too affected by Wemby.
I was going to say, though, understandably, right? It's you got to hear the footsteps and fear that the 7'4" or 5 freak is right behind you.
The game started.
With the start,
he drove right, got blocked. Next
and
possession,
they both looked
drove
open.
left, got blocked.
Right? And they both looked open. And if I'm Terrence Shannon, I'm like, I got it. I got 2 points. Done. Nope. He has go gadget arms.
Yeah. And then down the stretch, Terrence Shannon took a couple of within the last 2 minutes, took a couple of shots that I was like, oh, we gotta find Ant here or something like that. Yeah. I admire the confidence. I just didn't feel like he had the game going to be taking those shots in that moment. Now, if he makes them, of course, I'm like, genius, great shot. I like Terrence with his burst of speed and his ability to get in the paint. And then maybe if we can get Wemby in foul trouble, then it starts to change the whole game. And Wembanyama changed the game with his defense, but he was 5 of 17. So
didn't
we
hit a three.
effectively bottled him up or made him much less of a factor on the offensive end.
11
Yes, he had a
points.
triple-double with blocks. Unbelievably impressive. But Wembanyama did not kill the Wolves on the offensive end. So whatever that game plan was, they executed it so well. So job very well done. Now you just have to figure out the part where you don't let him block all your shots. And that is not easy.
In your opinion, because I heard Johnny K talking about this with Dan Barreiro yesterday, is there anything Finch can do to help Shannon not finish at the rim so quickly? Is there any tips? Do you have any tips for him? It's been a problem for him.
Oh, Johnny K was talking about this, that
Yeah.
Finch had described this strategy.
Everybody knows that he has a hard
Interesting.
time finishing too quickly at the rim.
Right. Right.
I would say.
Did Barreiro bring that up?
Slow down.
Was it Kurt Bills?
I don't think it was Kurt Bills. Kurt Bills is sitting on eggs right now.
Slow down. Take a break.
Did last night's game honestly change your prediction?
No.
Because like I said, the betting markets are reacting that this is now closer to a coin flip than it was 24 hours ago.
I went in thinking
Coin flip,
but also let me put a pin in it depending on who plays and who doesn't play, because if you don't have Ant the entire series,
I don't
it's
think they
totally
can do
different.
it.
And you can't say, well, you're not a fan. You don't.
Right.
That is a huge factor.
When you shorten the bench in the NBA playoffs, when it's like 6 or 7-ish, maybe 7-ish, and you have Dante out, Io out, and Ant out, that's 3 of your top 7. You're probably toast. But now you have Ant back,
right?
And Io hopefully is on the brink of being back. And then you're really just missing Dante, which, again, dude's a jack of all
huge.
trades, right? Can hit threes, can defend, makes energy plays. It sucks not having Dante for the rest of the postseason and most of next year, if not all of next year. That sucks.
Yep, absolutely.
But he's not make or break for winning this series, right? Ant is.
Right.
Ant is,
absolutely.
for sure.
Yep.
All right, Vikings news in a second. Martin, any other
Let's
final
go.
thoughts? Go ahead.
No, I still can't. I honestly look at the box score and Anthony Edwards played 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards played 25 minutes
Yeah.
in the game.
And we won. Pretty cool. Vikings news after this on The Fan.
From the 1-800 Ask Gary traffic does it all.
Visit mnpavers.com and mention radio to receive $1,000 off your next outdoor project. mnpavers.com.
Listen live or podcast us on iHeartRadio or KFAN.com. This is Minnesota's sports station, FM 100.3, KFXN, Minneapolis, St. Paul, The Fan.
Bonus Bucks is back on KFAN. We have 9 chances for you to win $1,000 every weekday. That's every hour from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. To enter the keywords and learn more, to head over to KFAN.com. Bonus Bucks is presented by BigDeck.com.
Thanks, Zach. Go Power Trip Morning Show 748. Marnie Galarnar's here. Breaking it all down with Corey Cove and a cast of thousands. Actually, a cast of just a couple. A cast of couples.
Yeah, Sauce will be back tomorrow, though.
Yeah, maybe.
He's essentially my neighbor now.
I know,
mean, give or
that?
take.
Yeah, you guys always wanted to be neighbors.
Well, we always thought we'd get an apartment together and see what happens.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's good.
I think we'd kill each other within a week.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's
he'll be
do
back tomorrow.
this.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Radco. That's right, your truck accessory pro store.
Actually, I have something I forgot to bring up with Ben yesterday.
Oh, well.
The Jawan Jennings update, or I
Sure.
guess the lack of
Yeah.
an update. I was reading a story this morning saying, like, look, he was here almost a week ago. I think it was exactly a week ago. Wasn't it Tuesday and Wednesday of last week?
That's exactly right.
So he was here a week ago and still unsigned, not just with the Vikings, but just in general.
Period.
So I don't know what's going on there. Alec Lewis apparently wrote a story about how the idea was never necessarily to get him in the building and lock him up. It was more like, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
Does our vision match your vision? Let's at least just get on the same page and see what we're doing. Apparently they did that a week ago, but
Yeah.
And much like we talked about before the draft, if you don't sign Jawan Jennings, then what is the plan with wide receiver 3? Are we really going to go into the season with Ty Felton being number 3? No offense to the kid, but he has no equity.
Right.
I have no problem with him being wide receiver 4 or 5 and then working your way up to 3, but are we going to start the season with him as wide receiver 3 with almost no proven reps? I don't know about that.
I'm going to guess we liked him. You know, we know what he is. We know what he offers. I'm going to guess he came in and we're like, here's the thing. You're awesome. We've got this amount of money and some sweet brownies. And he's like, I like those brownies.
Right.
That's not enough money. I'm going to go look around a bit. If I can't find more money and brownies, I'll come back and eat your brownies.
Oh,
and what if the Vikings said, hang on. We found some Scotcheroos.
I don't know if we can afford the Scotcheroos.
Yeah, but they're so good.
I thought Brzezinski was good at his job. He can't move some money around and find some brownie mix or Scotcheroos or whatever the hell those are.
Yeah.
Bop, boop.
Yeah, beep, bop, boop, fixed, exactly.
I think they gave all the Scotcheroos to the little quarterback.
Yeah, the little quarterback, Kyle Murphy, as Rosie calls him. So, speaking of our wide receivers, did you see that our guy, Justin Jefferson, was at the Met Gala last
I did see that. How cool is that?
Standing next to Joe Burrow, all dressed up.
Wrapped in tinfoil.
Exactly. No, that was Heidi Klum.
That was Heidi Klum. What was that?
I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. I never know what she's doing.
I saw the picture, but I didn't know what she was supposed to be because I didn't see a caption.
Right.
Do you know? Did anybody see what she was supposed to be?
I didn't understand
she looked like
the reference.
Like she was stuck in butter.
Didn't get it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What does it say? What she is?
Skeleton dress? Oh, Heidi Klum's statue. Veiled Vestal statue.
Oh, she was a Viking.
Was she supposed to be the Statue of Liberty?
A Vestal Virgin, I would guess.
I mean, it wasn't
right?
green.
Concerning.
A Vestal Virgin, I would guess.
But why is everybody making statements? What is she trying to say, though?
I think she was just trying to say my virginity is intact.
I beg to differ.
No? Okay.
I mean, she has kids.
Okay, well, maybe she had it reinstalled.
Heidi Klum's ensemble paid homage to the 1847 sculpture by Raphael Monti, the Veiled Vestal.
Yeah, Monti.
Yeah, one of the turtles.
The original sculpture was commissioned in 1846, represents the Vestal Virgin, the priestess of the ancient Roman goddess Vesta.
Right. There were 6 of them, and Vesta was their leader. I do
All right,
remember
well, she's not super pretty in this.
Come on.
This rendition.
Do you know Heidi Klum is sat in the exact seat you're sitting in right now?
She has.
True story.
She had a baseball cap on.
Yep.
And I played James Brown, and she danced. It was the cutest thing.
Marnie, this is.
She's gorgeous.
I'm not exactly. We're not trying to do hyperbole here. It was true, like, stunning beauty because she had mailed it in, right?
Yeah.
She had like a Victoria's Secret show later that day at Mall of America, some
right.
kind of whatever, big Victoria's Secret event or something.
She got him out later.
But she came in with a baseball cap on, I think almost no makeup, and you almost couldn't believe
It's
it.
unreal.
It was that stunning. You're like, geez, she's not even trying, and she's 1,000 out of 10.
I think she looked up pictures of our show. She's like, I'm not getting dressed up for
Yeah,
this.
I'm going to lower
This
myself.
is a baseball cap
Yeah.
show.
And she was so darling.
Didn't even try. She was super nice.
That's what pretty women
like you
look. Well, I mean, like real pretty women.
Like I don't think I've ever seen you in
Thank
makeup.
you. I heard you. Real pretty women. When
you
actual
did
pretty
you not hear
women.
that second part?
No, I didn't hear him. What'd you say?
He said, I don't even think I've ever seen you in makeup. You didn't hear that part?
No. But you have like 3 times.
Okay.
You don't need it, baby.
It's Ike Turner over there.
Okay. My point is.
Turner. You couldn't think of somebody better than Ike Turner?
Come on, baby. Anyway, you were saying
Really
something about
pretty
true
women look
beauty.
great with no makeup.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Better.
remember
Because
the
you can
Jim
just
Carrey line
see
about-
that they just have the thing and everything's in the right spot. And even as they age, you're like, God, you're just pretty.
Yeah.
And then they put all the makeup on, and you're like, it was better before.
No.
Heidi Klum is
Yep.
gorgeous. But
Yeah,
this
unbelievable.
Met Gala thing looks like when you're making, like when you were in high school and you had to take art class and you had to make a paper mache something or other, but you had to take like the newspaper, the big chunk of newspaper, and
Yep.
dip it in the wet stuff,
Yep.
and then you laid it on something.
That's right.
That's what it looks like. But she did it, the whole thing, hair, face, everything.
Yeah. There was never a paper mache project that was worth a damn.
No.
Never.
Right? Like
No.
whoever got an A was just the best of the lousiest of the best. Every one of those projects was absolute trash. Should have thrown it right in the garbage, but the teachers had to say something nice about some of
I
us.
think we wrapped a balloon.
Yeah, probably. God.
What a waste.
The bar is so low for kids.
Yeah.
Right?
It is weird,
But
isn't it?
just paper mache this balloon, and that'll
Right.
be the next 2 weeks of class. I'll
Like-
give you an A.
Do you think Picasso ever wrapped a balloon in that stuff, like in art class when he was in school?
I don't think
No.
so. No.
I don't think that triggered him. You know what? I'd like to be an artist.
Paper mache like something that people actually do as adults?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Only by accident.
I'm crafty people do, for sure.
But what do they do with it?
Um,
Exactly.
Yeah. Make a mess is what they do.
Yeah.
Big mac and cheese.
what?
What? What?
Oh,
Make
man.
mac and cheese?
Well, I can email you an article of 25 cool adult paper mache crafts for home decor.
I don't buy it.
If you'd like.
The reason why I love
There
Zach's...
are birds in trees, and both the birds and the trees
That
are
makes
made
sense.
of paper mache.
That makes sense. The reason why I liked Zach's drop in there, it's one of two things. Either it's a joke that went completely over the three of our heads, or he didn't know his mic was on and he just asked somebody to make mac and cheese. Maybe somebody's in his room and he just goes, make mac and cheese.
Is Russo in your kitchen?
Yeah, exactly. Is Joe O'Donnell in there? Are you making him serve you? Make mac and cheese.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, paper mache. Anyway,
there you
so
go. Anyway, paper mache.
back to our wide receivers. So
Yes,
yeah,
let's go.
Justin Jefferson was at the Met Gala with a bunch of other celebrities and athletes and stars. But yeah, I don't know. Jawan Jennings just MIA so far. He's just floating around. Has not signed with anybody. I still think it would make a lot of sense.
It would make all the sense in the world.
That would be a pretty good group of three at the top with
Yep.
Jefferson and Addison and Jawan Jennings.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
He's just waiting. He's waiting to see if anybody's got any more money for him. I think it will get him. Seems right to me. What do you think of that, Marnes?
That would be good.
I'll take all the talent we can get.
Well, the assault trial began for Stephon Diggs. Did you guys know he was on trial for assault?
I saw the headline on the scroll on ESPN yesterday.
Yeah.
And I didn't even understand it. I forgot about it all.
Here's the weird headline
Erased it from my brain.
Google News. Assault trial begins for former NFL player Stephon Diggs. Is he not on a team right
He
now?
must be a free agent.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think he's former. I mean, he just played this year.
that's what I'm saying. former employee of Stephon Diggs, to take the stand for a second day in NFL player's assault trial.
This is for his chef, right? The live-in chef?
Woman who worked as a live-in chef. That's right. For Stephon Diggs is accusing the former New England Patriots wide receiver of assault and is expected to continue her testimony today. Marked the first day by sharply conflicting accounts of what happened inside his home. Jamila Adams, who goes by Mila, testified Monday that Diggs slapped her and choked her during a dispute in December, leaving her struggling to breathe. Diggs' attorney told jurors the attack never happened. So, yeah.
That's so sad.
That sucks.
Either way.
Yeah,
and
man.
if there are no, surveillance cameras or whatever in the house, is this just going to be this is my version, no, this is my version, and they're both totally different? What do you do?
Yeah, right. It's he said, she said, literally. Yeah.
Then you just ask a jury, who do you believe?
Yeah. Adams told jurors that Diggs smacked me with an open hand before wrapping his arm around her neck. She described what she called a complicated employment dynamic, saying their relationship had previously been sexual, although not at the time of the alleged assault. So, yeah, I don't know. But I guess dependent upon how that goes, Stephon Diggs is apparently available as well.
Similar fallout, I believe, in Italy with Chef Gianluca and Mark Rosen. I believe they're not on speaking terms any longer.
They're no longer speaking, but the choking was completely...
It was consensual.
Yeah, consensual. Yeah. Completely. Yeah.
Which, again, I'm not pro-choking, but...
No.
I'm at least...
You're an average, at best, amateur.
Got a long way to go.
Yeah, you do.
I don't believe I heard you correct.
Chef Gianluca.
So Stephon Diggs is a free agent.
No, we don't want him.
No, not us, but he'll probably land with 18.
Oh, sure.
Somewhere,
if he wants to keep playing, he's still got some...
If he's not in the California Penal League.
Right.
But, I mean, how low does his price go, and what kind of a team is like, sure, that... I mean,
one with like a 6'5" chef?
Okay. Right.
Not just this,
Hey, kids!
But, he's got other widely written about issues. I'm just saying this is a lot for a team to take on.
Yeah.
It's not
he's
just
a pain in
a
the
wide
ass.
receiver that you
Right.
are bringing onto your team.
Yeah, it might not be worth it at his
But
age.
some team will,
and
you're
price.
saying.
Yeah, maybe.
You would be surprised if he didn't continue playing.
I could see that happening.
If he's not in jail.
You heard it here first. He might play. You never know.
Let me see here. Oh, crap. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. The strength of schedule for the NFL teams. The 5 easiest schedules for 2026 is going to be the Lions, the Saints, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Jets. 5 hardest, the Rams, the Cowboys, the Panthers, the Dolphins, and Cardinals. Doesn't say where the... oh, here we are. Where's the Vikings at? 16th. Right in literally smack dab in the middle as far as strength of schedule.
Makes sense. That's almost exactly where we finished.
That's right. There you go. Yeah. That'll be coming out soon. Can't wait to see.
Make mac and cheese.
Yeah, do that, please. Joe, make him something. He's starving.
The Power Trip returns after this on the Fan.
The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK
Fun with less mosquitoes. Whether you're looking for the maximum protection level, an eco-friendly option, or even if you live by water, there's a perfect solution for you and your family. Learn more about how Rainbow is caring for your world at rainbowpestexperts.com.
Anniversary savings of 74% off installation labor on all roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Buildersandremodelers.com.
Fan forecast.
High of 54 today, increasing clouds.
The Wild look to tighten down in Game 2 when they face the Avs in Denver. Puck drops tonight at 7. Hear it live on iHeartRadio and KFAN The Fan.
The Power Trip is packing up and heading to the island. Catch the guys live at Treasure Island May 28th and 29th for 2 shows loaded with games, nonstop laughs, and amazing prizes, including trips to Las Vegas. Book your room and save 20% with promo code KFAN. Plus, a big announcement you will not want to miss. Got all the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
It's a big one.
Oh, sounds fun, Zacho.
It's a big one. Nonstop laughs. I mean, I hope we make you laugh a little bit, but nobody wants to not be able to stop laughing.
No, and I like, that Nick Madden probably wrote that, right? And shout out to Nick. I like that Nick at least thinks this show is capable of producing nonstop laughs. I think we don't believe that, but I like that he thinks that.
Yeah.
Well, I believe it.
Nonstop laughs? Like you. I mean.
It hurts your belly after a while. You can't breathe.
See, look at how many consecutive seconds we just went without
I just stopped,
laughing.
didn't I? I already stopped.
I mean.
All right, Nico, we're going to have to
laughs
maybe
every now and again.
edit that.
Yeah, throw in they may make you giggle.
Yeah, or occasionally they might make you feel like you're not wasting your time.
Yeah. If you have a low standard for laughter, you'll have a great time.
Yes, at Treasure Island.
That'll reel them in.
Later this month.
Here's Kaprizov. That just made you giggle.
Mm-hmm. Nonstop.
On what went wrong in Game 1 that ain't going to go wrong tonight.
Defensively, we give a couple goals where usually we don't give it, and it's details where we should be was on top the guys, and we just give easy goals against, But it's nice it happened in first game, and in moving forward, we know what we need to do now, and we just need to step up, and keep playing better.
In round 1 for the Wild and the Wolves, we kind of had the pendulum swing from one team would look like they were dead in the water, and then the other team would look like they're going to win the series. And then it seemed like the next game, the other team would switch. We're like, oh, now we are going to win that series. And then the other team would be lifeless. And it's like, well, now we're going to lose this one, though. And then we all finally, the pendulum swung back and forth. And then in game 6 for both, we both had it. We both move on. So last night, hang on, let's back up a couple days. Game 1, 9-6, the Avs put up 1 billion goals. It's like, oh boy, this might be a weird series. Last night, we thought Spurs are going to win this series. We're probably not going to see Ant for most of it. And now they steal Game 1. So why don't we have the pendulum swing back? The positivity will swing back to the Wild. We'll worry about Wolves Game 2 later. But for now, let's get this other one back up and running. Let's split in Colorado. Then you get 9 weeks off before Game 3 in St. Paul on Saturday.
Yeah. Right,
Let's do it.
You don't have to convince me to have the positivity if that's what you were trying to do.
I was looking at you when I was talking, but I'm just saying in general, I know that it's like a lot of, we don't have Joel Eriksson-Ek, we don't have Brodin. They put up 9 goals. Is this really going to work? Can we really do this? This is the best team in the NHL. They haven't lost in the postseason yet. Can we do this? Well, let's scare them tonight.
Yes. Zacho,
see, that guy agrees.
Zacho, I felt like just watching as a very casual hockey fan, obviously Colorado has a ton more zip and jump and speed. Was it just a sort of Game 1 feeling out, getting used to that new kind of flow situation?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You know, they just got done playing the same team 6 consecutive games, same players, same style, and so yeah, I mean, you form probably a little some habits that you gotta wash away and get ready for a different team, and a team that is certainly a much better skating team that plays a different style. And you know, they only had a couple of days between Game 6 and then game one to really switch those gears and get ready to go against, again, the best team in the NHL right now. So, I think there was a lot of encouraging signs. I think, you heard the audio from Kirill. We've played some other audio over the last couple of days, just basically saying, hey, there were mistakes made. They were correctable, and they can certainly turn this thing around very, very quickly. It's game two. It's a 7-game series for a reason, and they have time here to make those adjustments. Maybe get Joel Eriksson back, Joel Eriksson Ek back. It doesn't sound like Brodin, unfortunately, is going to be coming back anytime soon. So that's also hurting them too. That if those two players are in the lineup, I think it's a whole different ball game on Sunday. But that's just how the cards are dealt right now. So
they don't
we'll
use
see.
balls. Marnie, it looks like. Go back to Marnie for a second. KFAN.com/watch. It looks like she's wearing a Zach t-shirt.
Oh, what?
A Zach t-shirt?
Yeah. Are you watching KFAN.com/watch right now?
No.
A Zach Halverson t-shirt?
Yeah, because his face is right in the middle of your chest.
Oh.
Well,
lucky.
I just lost 3 months mortgage.
I know. You motorboating?
Lost that bet.
Actually,
I didn't think he'd do it. I bet him he wouldn't.
If you stand up a little bit, we can make you into a Teletubby.
No, I'm not going to say what it looks like, actually, if she stands up.
Rosie, enough.
Rosie, come on. There you go. Oh, there you go. I was going to say, somebody teach him how to motorboat. He's facing the wrong direction.
I don't know how to do it.
I don't.
You can't see it.
I'm pulling up the. I'm glad I can entertain you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it.
Nonstop laughs on the Power
I had
Show
no
Morning Show.
idea.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Pat gets it.
Yeah.
Little cakes.
Oh, that's mean.
Little.
Let's go.
Good.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Brought to you by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right. We
Thanks,
talked about it.
Saints.
Saints are in Vegas. We should all be there. But they'll be back to CHS Field coming right up, ladies and gentlemen. The 12th of May versus Colorado, the hated buttholes of Colorado.
Yep. Terrible team name. But
the fans voted.
Yeah.
It's minor league baseball. That's what they do.
There was one family back during the gold rush that was just really a pain in the ass.
Literally.
Name stuck.
Yep.
And I'm like 4+ weeks away from Vegas, so I'm within striking distance, so I can feel it now. I'm starting to get the Vegas jitters, let's go. Got to scratch that itch.
Yeah, I get it.
So when you said the Saints are playing there tonight, it's like, let's just time travel and let's just go today.
Why not?
We could fly out right after the show. We could be in Vegas well before the puck drops in Colorado.
Yeah, and we need that. We need to cover the game.
Right, and technically you fly pretty much over Denver to get to Vegas. So we can check in on Denver and the vibe on the way to Vegas.
Yep.
Greatest city on earth. Yes, exactly.
There he goes.
And then Chris will land in Vegas and wave at the people at the casinos.
That's all I do. I'm not going to go in.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are up 1-0 against the San Antonio Spurs. Wemby with 11 points. That's the good news, right? We kept him to just 11. Sure. 15 boards, 12 blocks. The 12 blocks, an NBA postseason record. And I mentioned this earlier, but Marnie, he is just the third player in NBA history to have a triple-double in the postseason that includes blocks. Now, the NBA began tracking blocks in 1973, so if some of those giant men back in the day, Bill Russell or Will Chamberlain or whoever, George Mikan, maybe back in the day they had triple-doubles that included blocks, but the NBA didn't track them until 1973. So from 73 to now, though, just the third playoff triple-double that included blocks.
Yeah, he's...
and they won anyway.
He's impressive, man.
Can do everything. But luckily, like you mentioned earlier, last night he couldn't shoot from deep. That was the difference.
0 for 8.
Yep.
From 3.
And he can hit threes.
He can.
So if he even hits an average amount, which is like 2.5, 3, we're in trouble.
And
but he
the
went 0 for 8.
Spurs, yeah. I mean, I guess if you take him out, the rest of the Spurs were probably average from 3. But as a team, you add him in, and they shot 28% from 3.
You still got to play the game.
Yep.
You do. The Wolves shot 39%.
That's great.
From 3. I mean, Mike Conley hitting 4 of 7 from 3 was huge.
Yep.
He did that.
He definitely did that. That was a big time get for the Wolves.
Let's go back. Yeah, what if after they, wheeled and dealed and stuff deadline, and then Conley bounced around for a second and then finally got bought out or whatever and then was on the market. If we don't get him back, what are we doing right now?
What are we doing?
But I mean, honestly, would it be all bones or would the Wolves have had to find some other rando off the street?
I'm guessing it would be
What would we have
bones.
done?
It'd be a little more Jalen Clark. Pretty much, he's not a ball handler, but
Right.
he is a guard-ish.
But Conley is a true point guard, right? In the old school way.
Who could see Dante DiVincenzo and Io DeSumo and Anthony Edwards? I mean, nobody could see this coming. And if our team is fully healthy, Mike Conley might not even see minutes in the postseason.
Right,
and
didn't see
now
a lot
here
of minutes
he is
late
starting.
in the regular season, right? He was barely getting in.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, can you guys tell me? I read somewhere in passing a mention that he broke his face once and still played in a playoff game.
Mike Conley or Dante DiVincenzo?
Mike Conley.
Broke his face.
Had to wear a mask.
Probably had the mask on. I think Dante's had the mask on in the past
Yeah,
too,
he
hasn't
broke his nose in Charlotte, I want to say. He came out and sat on the bench.
What was she doing?
She is.
She sneezed.
Wait, she did or he did?
Zach.
She did.
Wow.
She
lose her
anyway,
balance?
Dante was sitting on the bench. He went back to the locker room, came back out, sat on the bench. You could just see his nose, instead of going straight down, was hook-shaped, S-shaped.
Oh.
And then he went back in the game and played that game.
Yeah, I take the rest of the year
Did
off.
have
That
a
happens to
broken
me.
nose. That was this season.
Oh.
That's no fun.
This season or last season? I feel like it was this season. It was early in the
I
season.
don't know.
Mike Conley, broken face?
Yeah.
Oh,
something in passing.
2015 playoffs. He was with the Grizzlies. A severe facial fracture, so broken
So it
bones
was a
around his
broken
left eye.
face. Oh my God.
CJ McCollum, elbow, game 3 of the first round against Portland. He underwent surgery and had 2 metal plates inserted.
And he played again in that series?
Defying medical advice, Conley returned for game 2, wearing a
the next
protective
game?
Sure, throw the mask on.
with 22 points in 27 minutes.
Wow. Let's talk about how hard an elbow has to hit you in the face to break your eye socket.
Love it.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, love it.
Well,
Carnage.
good for you.
Shockingly, during that game, Draymond Green hit the already injured Mike Conley in the face while battling for a loose ball.
On purpose?
That cannot be proven.
Okay. My God, though, that's terrible. I'm not tough. Like watching.
Not that kind of tough.
No, watching what Ant's knee did, and I'm not trying to like prop him up that he's, the second coming, but that's pretty tough to be able to come back that quick.
Yeah.
I know he's young, and I know he has people whose only job is to make sure his knee is better, but still, that's pretty damn impressive, man. I don't know if he broke his face if he'd be back right now, but still. Damn.
Probably have a cool mask.
Yeah, I'd make mine real cool, like a hockey mask.
Yeah, like a hockey mask.
Yeah, right.
Get something painted on there.
Oh my gosh, that is pretty cool.
It looks like Bane.
Look
Or
at
Leatherface or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Got like a bloodshot eye and
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, man. He's pissed.
Yeah. It's futuristic.
Yeah.
Way to show the camera.
Yeah.
Man, you get TV.
You're a pro.
You get it.
You really are something, you.
young Mike Conley. I respect the heck out of that guy. Just
I love him on Barrero.
in general, man.
And I know I'm a P1 of Barrero. I listen to him all the time. I talk about it too much, but they do a good job. I like it when he's on with him. I missed him when he was gone. And I don't know anything about basketball. I listen to Mike Conley even though I don't like basketball. What's that tell you?
Tells you know good radio when you hear it.
That's right.
He's a good
He's a
guest.
football player.
No.
Pro's pro.
He's
Probably
not a
could have
football
been.
player. He probably could have been.
Yeah. Pretty athletic.
He eats.
Yeah. Well,
Sure, I bet he does. Does he eat
they fuel up.
Honey and Mackey's ice cream like I'm eating right now?
You're having ice cream?
I couldn't help it. I was in need of something to sustain my
What'd you
body.
pick?
This one is called caramel brownie.
Hmm.
It's real good.
That sounds good.
Big hunks of brownie in there.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream.
Sounds fantastic.
Caramel.
Yep. Brownie.
Fingernails.
Shockingly, caramel and brownie.
You heard
the
me.
caramel brownie. Did you like the protein bar I brought you the other day?
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I
Wasn't it?
actually split it with the young sauceman. Oh, he liked it as well.
That's a Costco special.
Really?
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you.
Fulfill. You know what they remind me of? 100 Grand Bar.
Oh, I love. You know
Because
what?
it's
Yes,
got a
now that
little
you say
chocolate in
that.
it and a little bit of a slight Rice Krispie kind of pitch.
Good thinking.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
real
really good protein bar.
I like it. Good job to Costco. I'll never go there, but nice job.
You're missing out.
I can't stand the people.
What
Wait, that go there
That
or
shop
work there?
All of them.
Because we are the people that go there.
There are too many of you.
Don't you go on a weekday? Late morning?
I don't go. Anytime I've ever gone there, it's the third layer of hell.
Well, you're
Everybody's
going at
in
the wrong
line
time.
trying to get a sample. Relax, Chubsy.
I love Costco.
Get out of my way, Sauce.
I'll meet you in Chaska. You're going to the wrong Costco.
I
You're
would
probably
meet
going
you
to
anywhere.
St. Louis Park on a Saturday at 2:00.
I would meet you
That's your
anywhere.
problem.
But I will not meet you at Costco. The parking lots are enough to make me want
Yeah,
to
go at
end
9 o'clock.
humanity.
The one right here at 9 o'clock is not that bad at all. You got to go right when it opens.
You know what the crazy thing is? There's products elsewhere.
I'll fight you on this one, Hawk. I love my Costco.
Same.
You know what, Marnie? I love you, and I would let you win the fight.
Okay.
You win.
Okay.
You can beat me
Send
up.
me your list. I'll get your stuff. I'll meet you in the parking lot.
There's really nothing they have that I can't get at Target.
Oh, contrary.
A lot. Well, yes and no. Some true, some not. Can't get at that price.
I love spending money. I ask a lot of people if I can pay regular price on sale days.
One thing I do love also at Costco is like
tell
the
me.
restaurant gift cards.
Yep.
If you find a place that you like and you can get a $100 gift card at Costco for $80.
Is that right?
Sure.
Yes.
Well, that does seem like a good idea.
If
I
you're
won't
just
lie.
not lazy, if you plan ahead, you're like, if we stop at Costco first, we can save 20%.
Correct.
Wow.
And you can
But
buy
you gotta-
multiple
Sure.
of them. So
And sometimes it's like Mall of America, like Nickelodeon Universe passes. There's like Top Golf passes. Like they have a lot of other things
Yes.
that are not just restaurants. You can just,
Crumble cookies.
exactly.
May I ask a question?
Discounts at Costco.
The last time I went to Sam's, similar to Costco, they made me bring my own boxes or bags. And I was like, you can't just help a guy out with a bag? You can't? I got to fish through these grubby boxes to find something to put my
Yeah, that is a wholesale kind of.
74,000 hot dogs in that I bought.
Oh, really? That's what you're going to Sam's Club for?
I was having what we like to call a hustler party.
People that work hard, or
Yes.
what do you mean?
What did you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, of course. They all get hot dogs.
Congrats.
You need help.
Well, and I got
Take a deep breath.
There's a couple of real big hustlers, and I got footlongs for them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
One of them broke Mike Conley's face.
Honestly, I can't believe you're anti-Costco because it seems like
I
you
know.
love shopping.
I
Like you
love
just said,
shopping.
you love spending money.
I love shopping.
Nobody loves you to spend more money than Costco. Go in there and
Yeah.
drop a couple grand on bulk products.
Yeah, you
Can't
know how,
believe you don't do that.
Like one time, I was at a NASCAR race doing a thing with, I'm dropping names here, with Dale Earnhardt Jr. And they opened up Cabela's an hour early so he could go in and shop. If they did that for me, I'd go there right now.
But see, that's kind of what if you have the executive membership at Costco, you can get open
in an
at
hour
9.
early.
You get
You
an hour-
literally get in an hour early.
I am not
That's what you
fancy. I don't
said.
think they're going to let me.
Piece of
You
cake,
just
man.
pay for the higher end membership, which is something you love doing.
And you essentially get your money back at the end of the year anyway if you go there often
Correct.
enough.
How
So
do
you
you do
kind of
that?
break even because you get rewarded for how much you spend.
This might be a good idea. I'm not going to lie. You guys are talking me into it. Do they still have those charros?
The churros, no. No.
What the hell did they do
No,
with the
they have
churros?
cookies now.
Are you serious? They don't have churros?
Nope.
I'm shocked. Those were
Nope.
the greatest. They were
I know.
this
My
big.
kiddo was pissed because that was Harper's favorite thing to go to Costco and get churros. We did that for years.
Are you messing with me?
Not messing
Why
with
would
you.
they get rid of the churros?
Don't know.
You
didn't
Well, I'm
I-
definitely not going now.
Agreed. Huge mistake.
It was my mistake.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Son of a bitch.
They have ice cream though in plastic cups, chocolate, vanilla,
Yeah, the
twist.
swirl, yep.
You can get it with strawberries on it, with chocolate syrup on it. It's and their ice cream is some.
So do you have a protein bar in one hand and a giant pile of ice cream in the other?
Usually it's...
Where do you carry the hot dog?
Come on, man. They have carts.
You have to bring your own box.
Oh, my God!
Come on, Zacho.
I have to give it to him.
Denver.
That was dirty, but it was clever. I have to give it to him.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so the Wolves are up 1-0. The Wild and Avs have game 2 tonight at 7 o'clock right here on The Fan. We'll do headlines after this. More of the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. It's Wolves and Spurs in game on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Playoff basketball is heating up. Carboni's Pizzeria wants to feel your Game 2 watch party Wednesday night. Stop by one of the 30-plus locations. Score delicious pizza and get ready for the playoff grind. Order today at carbonispizza.com.
Man, you know what goes good to drink with Carboni's Pizza?
I could guess.
What?
Marnie, why don't you tell us?
Oh, I could just taste it now. A chilled, shaken, or stirred Surfside. A Surfside and a pizza and a Game 2.
Nailed it.
That sounds like a good night. Can I come over?
No.
That was wise.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
We'll meet at Costco.
My friend Spitfire Guy tells me the Costco chocolate chip cookies are the best.
Oh, God, yes.
My
They're
friend...
warm and gooey. The cookies. The cookies.
My friend whose nickname is Warm and Gooey, Chad Abbott, says Sam's is better than Costco because you can scan everything from your phone and not have to go through the checkout line.
Yeah, the other thing that Sam's has that's kind of insane, and I think they might just be pulling a placebo effect on us, is when you leave Costco, you have to have the person at the door check your receipt. And they do the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, close enough. Boom.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. They're not actually counting. I think some of them sometimes count. But if it's 70 things in the cart, they're not counting 70 things. They're just it's the illusion of security.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever. They don't care.
Does Sam's Club not do that?
No, what Sam's does is they have this giant arch. So like Chad said, you go through it, you scan your stuff, you get the receipt. And I don't know how it works. I might be skeptical that it works at all. But what they do is you go through the gate. It's almost like going through TSA.
Yeah.
And then there's almost always some teenage kid that just kind of gives you the nod, like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So they want you to think that they have scanned everything and that they know what's in your cart. And maybe they do. Or maybe they don't.
Right.
Oh, you're going to test it?
Nah. No, I'm a law-abiding
Best to not,
citizen.
yeah.
I got an idea, by the way, and I wonder if they'd let me do this. I'm going to go over today with a stack of plastic Target bags and just sell them to people in line at Costco.
That might work.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things at Costco are so big, you don't need Target bags for them. That's why you just stack your trunk.
Yeah, you just throw them in your trunk for sure.
Marnie.
What?
How much mayonnaise do you need?
Okay.
I mean, honestly.
where
for
do they-
real.
Depends. Am I having a
No, you're not having a party.
You having a hustler party?
having a hustler
No.
party?
Where do they sell Surfside in bulk anywhere? I wonder where they sell
The liquor store?
I mean, liquor stores for
Yeah,
sure.
of course,
but
yeah. How many do
I
you
wonder if
need?
My
Costco or
garage?
Sam's carries it. I don't know.
I have not seen it at Costco. I don't have a Sam's membership. I am not opposed to it, but one bulk store at a time for us.
Sure.
I actually am going to Costco today
Oh, thanks for the invite.
for those protein bars.
Thank you.
Fulfill protein
And
bars.
ice cream.
And Arnie Palmer's.
Oh.
Because they sell the tall, thin, like 12-ounce but skinny can, like Surfside comes in. And for whatever reason, they taste better.
Interesting.
Like that. So Arnie Palmer's and the Fulfill, and then whatever's on sale.
Are you going to this one? I'm just trying
No.
to. I'm trying to.
Cheska.
Trying to let your fans know where you can be seen.
I'll be
They
at
want to go
Cheska
shopping.
at Costco.
Okay.
Hey, I want to throw
Thanks
some
to
love out to
Surfside.
somebody real quick. Because we're throwing love out to Surfside. I want to throw some love out to Victor Hedman, who has, during Mental Health Month, here come out and revealed that the reason he's been gone from the Tampa Bay Lightning is because he was dealing with his own mental health struggles. And that takes balls, man, to come out and let everybody know you've been struggling with something like that and be public about it. So congratulations and good on you, and I hope everything's going well for you, man. I know he's probably not listening right now, but if you know him, let him know I said good on him. We got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it.
Yeah, because if his arm or knee or abdomen was hurting, he would take time off until it was not hurting anymore,
Well said.
until he could play.
Yep. Let's see. I've always believed that being a leader means doing what's best for the team. In this case, it also meant doing what was necessary to take care of myself so I can be the best player, teammate, husband, and father I expect to be. I've been fortunate to have strong support from my family, my teammates, and the organization, my therapist, and I'm in a much better place today. So good for you, man. Take care of yourselves, man. Take care of yourselves. It is Mental Health Month. Don't forget that. Look out for each other. Right, Marnes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, let's do headlines.
Okay.
Now it's time for headlines.
We'll start with the sports headline is that the Wolves did win Game 1, 104-102 over the Spurs, despite Wemby's triple-double and 12 blocks. But the Wolves hang on. Spurs had a 3 at the buzzer, and it was wide open. If that goes in, we're all pissed. But instead, the Wolves steal Game 1.
Literally game of inches.
Hear Anthony Edwards' post-game interview right there.
No.
Oh, thank you, Corey. Provis. He said the first question was something like, how'd you guys get? You must be so proud. We didn't even think you were going to play, and here you gave us 25 minutes, whatever. And he was like, man, I made so many mistakes tonight, including several in the final minute. I gave them. Yep. I turned the ball over and I gave them 2 offensive rebounds. So his first thought was the inbound pass I turned over, and they got 2 offensive rebounds where I did not box out. And I'm like, that is so mature of him to see that and know that and on the spot be like, and you could tell he was just feeling it. Exactly what you said, Corey. If they hit that shot, the entire storyline of this game is, holy S, did we blow this in the final minute? Button bar. And so, but they didn't.
Yeah, right.
And that has to be the first thing that needs to happen is we cannot make that mistake again because we got away with one there and we ain't doing that again.
Yeah.
And you could tell on his face. He even looked and sounded different. He was not the smiley, happy, jovial Ant. He was like, I'm serious. I got to buckle down a little bit better. And I thought that was a really mature response from Ant.
Marnes, I played a lot of this audio, but I'll play it again because you probably hadn't heard a lot of it. But I don't know. I don't have that particular audio, but I like this from Finch and what he says last in this audio bit, talking about Ant being back.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, it was, by that time, found a little bit of a rhythm. I thought Julius was really good, just subtly good with everything he was doing off ball and obviously when he had the ball in his hands. But Ant was awesome. He was really good. I mean, forgot how good he was actually.
That last statement right there. I forgot how good he was actually. Because you know what? What you were talking about earlier, Corey, and I don't know how you fix it. I don't even know if you have to. But the regular season just doesn't matter. Just get into the playoffs. Even if you scrape into the playoffs, it's a 1-game advantage for the home team. It's let it coast. Don't hurt yourself. Make the playoffs and then turn it on. Maybe that is exactly like you said. What everybody was saying they were doing might be what they were doing.
Sucks for the NBA, though, because Adam Silver hates that. But
play 30 games instead of 82
but
then.
That's the problem, right? Is again, this is the best analogy I can come up with. Is why do a lot of stars rest to start the fourth quarter, Marty? It's because
so that they can be fresh.
Exactly. So
when it matters.
It's when it matters most, you're the most efficient, right, at the end of the game. It's the same thing. Load management's the same thing. Resting players, cruising during the regular season. It's all big picture, right? I don't think Greg Popovich was the first to figure it out, but he was one of the first to really maximize the whole idea of we have to take the entire season as one goal and not throw our guys under, into harm's way on a daily basis. It makes a ton of sense. So it just sucks because Adam Silver's like, how do we stop load management? How do we stop tanking? How do we stop these games from October to April not mattering? Well, the Wolves are showing him it doesn't matter. Just as long as you can do it, just get in and then give 100% effort and fight.
That can't be the norm, though.
No.
There has to be something special about this Wolves team.
Right.
Because we even question, can they actually do this? Can they actually flip the switch again?
And it looks like they can.
It just doesn't seem like that should be what a team is capable of doing. And they're doing it again. I just have to believe it might be the makeup of this team. You wouldn't want to toy with that if you're another team, right? You wouldn't want to say, well, they did it. We should all do it. Just get to the playoffs. It doesn't matter if we probably don't want to be the 8 seed or the 7 seed because then you're in the play-in.
Yep.
And you give yourself another game and another opportunity to stumble. So let's go 1 through 6. Pick your number. It's not smart.
I like the gamble. We're gambling.
Yeah. It works until it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It works until it doesn't.
It works until it doesn't, until you wait too long and you don't gel as a team and then you blow it. But not this year.
Maybe not this year.
This squad. Not this guy.
All right, I'm super bummed that Sauce isn't here because this story would be one of his favorite things.
He's right. You love him.
I'm obsessed with him.
That's what he says.
But there is a thing that's in the news that he would love. He is a big fan of Blue Dot Fever. Do you guys know what Blue Dot Fever is?
I had that once. I got a shot for it, though. I'm not sure who gave it to me, Marnes.
Do you know what it is, Marnes? Blue Dot Fever?
Bingo?
Nope.
Oh, that's a great guess, though. Blue Dot Fever.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Dot. Is that ice cream? No.
Oh.
Nope, it's when you have to cancel a tour because if you go to Ticketmaster.com, your seats are just riddled with blue dots.
So much? Yeah. Why does he love it so much?
But it is a legitimate problem right now. You talk about the economy, right? The gas prices are high, inflation's high, so everybody's freaking out, everybody's saving money. And as we've talked about 1,000 times, concerts are ridiculously expensive. So people have less money, and the concert tickets are going up, and big names are suffering. Well, there's more now that are canceling tours.
Oh, no.
The Pussycat Dolls canceling tours. Post Malone and Jelly Roll, Meghan Trainor, Zayn, like they're all what these websites are coming down with a strong case of Blue Dot Fever. And what's funny is all of them are going, like Meghan Trainor's like, I had a baby. I got to focus on my family. Like they all are saying everything but I just couldn't sell tickets. And I get it. It's kind of what you have to do, but everybody's blaming everything else. But if you read like the New York Post or this website from England, they're just saying Blue Dot Fever is sweeping across the globe unless you are an absolute megastar. The in-between acts are getting obliterated by Blue Dot Fever.
Okay, but didn't this need to happen?
Definitely.
In order for these astronomical prices to burst?
Yeah.
Yep.
It had to happen.
Course correction, for sure.
I can't wait to see what happens this summer. The long list of concerts coming to the Twin Cities. I love music. You know, I love music. I don't know how many of the shows can support, especially these giant facilities, man. I don't know how they can have all these shows and have all these big acts come in and sell that many tickets if the tickets are that expensive. Maybe the course correction continues. We'll see. I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of shows will be low-dose shows by the time they actually happen. In other words, they'll reduce ticket prices to like $20 to $30 a ticket.
Well, that was going to be my next question is why is the answer that the concerts need to be canceled? Why isn't the answer let's move the prices down and see if we can sell these tickets? Then are the people who already bought the tickets going to be so pissed that you have to actually start from zero and start with your pricing at a different price point?
It's a tough thing. I don't know. I think the answer is you move up the pre-purchased ticketed people to better seats and then sell the rest.
You go.
That's a logistical nightmare.
Yes.
I know it is. But let me tell you, we've talked about this on the air before, so I'm sorry. But we had a Rocket Club show at a venue I won't say. I love the venue. But it was a Ticketmaster show. And when the tickets went on sale, they sold like hotcakes. And we watched the ticket prices go up for our own show, and we had nothing to do with it. So people were buying tickets, and when the first 100 of them sold, the 101st ticket was more expensive than the first ticket. And they watch it, and when the tickets are a hot ticket, Ticketmaster raises the prices as they're being sold. And
like Uber surge pricing.
Correct.
Right?
And the problem
supply
is
and demand.
The artist gets none of that. In fact, if we didn't know that it was going to happen, we wouldn't have known it was happening. So the person who bought the first tickets in line may have spent $50. The person who bought the 101st ticket might be spending $80. And they blame the artist, and the artist has no idea.
Right. Does the reverse happen if tickets are slow?
Great question. I can't answer that honestly. I don't really know. I doubt it, though. But I don't know for sure.
So if there are already, as you said, there are a lot of shows even this summer in the Twin Cities.
So many great shows.
If there are already shows announced and available and out there and not selling well, do you think we are going to hear more announcements or see ticket prices go down?
We won't right away because they'll have to see if walk-up is good. An outdoor venue, specifically like the Mystic Lake Amphitheater, is going to be great for walk-up on a beautiful day. It's like a baseball game.
Yeah.
You're going to decide to go to a concert. So I would say the first month they're going to measure what the walk-up rate is for those concerts compared to pre-sale tickets. And if they don't change, I believe they probably won't. I don't mean to single out Mystic Lake Amphitheater. I'm just saying all the concert places, especially outdoor venues, it's walk-up, man. It's what you depend on. And we'll see how they go, and I think they'll adjust as they go.
Well, it is summer, and summer is the outdoor concert season.
For
so
sure. Completely.
Target Field has a couple of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we do in the summer.
And they're building
Windstock.
2 more outdoor amphitheaters in the Twin Cities area.
Yep.
One right down by the waterfront. So I don't know how many we can support. I'm glad. I love it. I love outdoor music. I don't love paying $200 a ticket.
Yeah.
That is correct.
You speak for all of us.
Thank you.
When you say that.
I hope I'll keep.
Because we love music and we want to see it. We want to consume it. We can't afford to.
There's nothing I'd rather do than go to a concert. I love it. Okay, there's one thing I'd rather do than go to a concert.
I think there's 2.
4, maybe 4 different things. One of them, it's Tide.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I know.
That was her name?
It was her shape.
All right, there's no way to transition from what we were just talking about to this. And Marnie, I'm not going to look at you because I'm talking to the room. I'm not talking to you when I say this, okay?
Go ahead. Please do. Go ahead. Gotcha. We got it.
If I stripped naked and threatened to drill you, you would probably be uncomfortable, correct? I'm not talking to you.
I would
I'm just
guess.
talking to the room.
I don't think there's anybody who wouldn't be.
Now, what if the catch here is I stripped naked and I actually had a drill in my hand and was threatening to hurt you with a drill? Because that's what happened in Florida. A guy was arrested. He stripped naked on a beach and threatened people on the beach to get drilled after a dispute over a deck chair. So he brings a Black and Decker to a beach and just is ready to drill people?
Yeah. I mean...
Did he run to his car? Maybe he had in his car.
I think, or he planned on going for the joke at some point.
Want to get drilled?
And then,
or maybe maybe he lives on the beach. Well, maybe not. It's walking distance. It's by the beach. My new beach house.
I still love that she clarified that. Like
she didn't want to lie to us.
Work. No, and I appreciate that.
Jeez. People are doing rage workouts now to blow through their anger and fuel their fitness simultaneously.
I don't think there's any other kind. Yeah.
Man.
Rage workouts. Discover strength. Let's go.
End of an era. I didn't see this 4 days ago, but apparently this happened. Did you guys ever use AskJeeves.com or Ask.com?
No, but I remember the ads. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, back in the day, used Ask Jeeves a handful of times before Google was like the norm. But ChatGPT has taken Jeeves' job, apparently. After 30 years of answering the world's questions, Ask.com officially closed on May 1st. It's over for Ask.
Oh, it's too bad.
That was a good run.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Ask Jeeves.
Too bad.
I mean, what kind of a name is Jeeves?
It's just for butlers.
Yeah, it was a butler's name.
Yep.
Yeah, it's short for Jeevery.
Yep. All that's true. Today is Cinco de Mayo.
It is, isn't it? It's the 5th day of May.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it is. Already.
We're getting there.
May 5th, man.
More airline bankruptcies might be on the horizon. JetBlue and Frontier also facing financial issues. They have some risk moving forward as well. So
listen to this
Spirit's in the rearview mirror. Now JetBlue and Frontier are apparently in trouble as well.
Glad you brought this up because we were talking about this yesterday, and Zach was talking about how he didn't mind it. Spirit Airlines, which is completely cool. You like what you like. You go where you go. You got to do what you can do. I get it. But here's an article from CNN, by the way, not from any source. CNN, lousy service, not the Iran war, killed Spirit Airlines. That's the first line of the article.
Sure.
Spirit was doomed to fail because of mismanagement, deep financial problems, and crucially, its reputation for poor customer service.
That was every story I ever heard.
Yeah.
Is that the customer service was just absolute
and good,
trash.
Not that I'm glad they had poor customer service. Good that there were consequences for having poor customer service. Because yesterday, I have spent the last 3 weeks trying to cancel my trash service. Okay?
How's that possible?
What?
Because you can't do it online. You have to call somebody. And I was on hold for 45 minutes. The next time for 35 minutes. Yesterday, because I've been paying for 2 weeks for my trash not to be picked up. I sat on hold for 1 hour and 17 minutes yesterday until somebody finally picked up.
Oh my
But I couldn't hang up because I've been paying for them to not pick up my trash. I'm already paying another service who has good customer service to come get my trash. And the guy said, "Why are you canceling?" And he was so nice to me. I couldn't do the thing I wanted to do, which was just tongue lash him. But it wasn't his fault.
No,
he's
but
just
you
working.
could give
He's probably
him...
one of 3 people in the call center, you know?
Sure. You could
But
give him
customer
helpful
service-
information. Though.
I
You
did.
could say, please pass this along to someone who is in supervising.
Marnes, I did that exact thing, and he was very
Yeah.
sweet and said that he would. It won't matter a bit.
Nope.
Dang.
I know.
All right, from time to time, I like to do this to you guys. I like to ask you a question that's an impossible thing to answer. Like, you're not going to get this right. I just want to see who gets close and how many guesses it takes to even get in the ballpark of being right. But this is one of those situations, if you guess it right, you read it.
Okay.
Like Mark Hamill singing country music.
Exactly. You heard that. Right.
A police officer in Washington responded to a report of a suspicious bag. And it was filled with 363 blanks. The police are looking for the rightful owner. Now, I'm going to give you one small hint. It was a suspicious bag, but nothing in this bag was illegal at all, not even close. But there was 363 of something left in this bag.
No, I read it.
363.
Marbles?
Not a
Is
terrible
it something
first
that
guess.
needs to be returned?
Not at all, no. That's, again, I just want to see how close people... That's not a terrible first guess
really
for
not.
where
Okay.
the answer is. You're not close, but you're in the right realm.
You're in the same
kind
store.
of. Yes,
Hair
well
ties.
said.
Hair ties.
Now you're going the wrong way.
Okay. So
Marbles is in the right store.
Okay.
You could definitely find both items in the same store.
Jack's.
Can I give her another hint?
Same store, sure.
Amazing hot rods.
I mean,
come on.
That's maybe the best.
Hot Wheels?
There you go.
Yay!
Yeah, I was gonna.
That's it.
363 Hot Wheels, all in their original packaging. Aren't they only worth a couple bucks a piece?
It depends. There's some that just
Collector items?
Yeah, collector items. Yeah,
But
because they were
otherwise-
in the packaging.
363. How gigantic is this duffel bag or
Right.
whatever? What do they have? That's a lot of space.
Amazing hot rods.
That's a hell of a clue. Not only does it say exactly what it is, it actually has the word hot in it.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty good clue, but you nailed it.
Nailed it.
I wonder.
God, I loved them.
Who's carrying around that many Hot Wheels?
I probably liked cars more than y'all did when I was a kid. But did you have Matchbox cars too?
Sure.
Yeah.
You had Matchbox and Hot Wheels, man.
Yep.
I loved them.
I liked them both.
Loved them so much.
And you can build a ramp,
Yeah.
around the house, around the
Yeah.
living room. You use different couch cushions to give it a little
My
wheelie.
my friend Chad Jordan had a carpet that was a little city, and he laid it on the floor, and we would drive it all over the place. We were 18 years old.
More than 786,000 bottles of Afrin Original Nasal Spray have been recalled due to the risk of child poisoning.
Oh, that's nice.
I know.
Rosie!
God, he loves when kids get poisoned. He loves Joffrey's demise. One of his favorite scenes of all time.
That was one of my favorite scenes.
Same.
Screw that kid.
Yeah, screw that
Yes.
kid. And again, just when you thought he was the worst person to ever live,
Yep.
here comes frickin' Ramsey Bolton, and somehow Ramsey's even worse.
Ramsey's even worse.
They're
Yep.
both terrible.
Yep. Named after a
R.I.P.
condom. Hey, Marty, watch Margot's Got Money Problems.
Yep.
Margot's Got
It's
Money
on my
Troubles
list.
on Apple TV. It's
Okay.
so good.
And Beef season 1 and season 2. I don't know.
Okay.
Did we talk about that last week or not?
No, we did
Not when
not.
she was here, no.
No, but the
Both
creator
awesome.
is from Minnesota.
For which one?
Beef.
That guy's from Minnesota?
Yeah, mhm.
I didn't know
He
that.
was on our pregame show
Get out of here.
towards the end of the Wolves season.
Wow, good for
I
him.
didn't
man.
know
Nice
that.
job, dude.
What a smart guy. I've heard an interview
Yeah.
or two with him. He's very clever, very creative. I
and
didn't know he
Wolves
was from
fan.
here.
One other thing
No
for
kidding.
you. Pat Proft and one of the Zucker brothers have another movie coming out. They wrote another comedy.
Look at our guy, Pat Proft.
I know. How about it?
Still kicking ass, man.
I know, man.
Dang.
I'll look that up and get that info for you
Hey,
tomorrow.
if anybody listening knows the creator of Beef personally, because he's from Minnesota, I'm a huge fan of both seasons. If he
yeah.
wants to be on the
I
show,
can
that
get
would be
you-
awesome.
Yeah. He does live in L.A.
Figured,
but
yeah.
He's
a big shot
He's here
now.
once in a while. I'll
Wow.
get you his info.
That'd be
See
great.
if we can get him on.
That
do
show's
me-
really good.
I want this to be on
Yeah.
record, so
Yes.
mark this down, Power Chip Bets. Nick Offerman will win an Emmy for episode 3 of Margot Has Money Problems. For episode 3, he literally ripped my heart out of my body, and I didn't see it coming, and it was a wonderful moment of acting. I didn't know, I don't mean to be mean, I didn't know he was capable of.
I love
It was
Nick
awesome.
Offerman.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's
Awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Martin's,
The Last of Us. He was
Oh,
phenomenal.
that's right. I forgot
He was
about
in that one
that.
episode of The Last of Us,
The
and
one that
it
Muss
was
hated.
incredible. I want to let everyone know. Everyone know. Surfside is indeed available at Costco.
No kidding. See, there you go.
I'll meet you there.
I would go there for Surfside. That's how much I love Surfside.
I'll meet you there, Huck.
Martin, see you on Friday.
Yeah, I'll be here Friday.
Go Wolves, go Wild, go home.
Sauce is back tomorrow after he's done watching people move for him. 9 to noon is next.
Everybody have a wonderful